All the sadists there were giving her crap. They told her she should move to Somalia. The same stupid argument we all know. But it hit me like a SWAT team on a drug raid when they finally forced her to go. Come back and cap. We'll set up our own voluntary world. And wherever we go, we won't need no roads. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Now when your Capolini's still so far away, and I'm still fighting all her battles online. And even if I gotta join her in Somalia, I'm gonna prove she's still consensually mine. One day we'll all opt out of the government. It'll crumble under its own dead weight. 'Cause dreams do come true. Darling, I believe in you. I'll always rate you 8 out of 8. Come back and cap. I'm gonna own the Bitcoin in the world. We'll never turn right or left. Taxation will always be theft. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Come back and cap. These commies everywhere make me want to hurl. But our love will always be strictly voluntary. And you'll be my ANCAP girl. Yeah, you'll be my ANCAP girl. You'll always be my ANCAP girl.
Hi guys.
Hey.
Welcome to Liberty Late Night.
Yes, welcome
gets
to Liberty
quiet.
Late Night. I'm Mary.
I'm
This
Dave.
is Dave. Happy Friday.
Darling baby.
Right? Darling baby.
Congratulations to both of you.
It is September 25th already. Rolling right into October.
Yeah, Biden's here
Any
already.
minute now. So, hi everybody. What a crazy day, huh? Hey Seth, Lyle, Donnie. Donnie, how are you?
Hey, Lyle.
I haven't seen you in a while. Jeffrey.
Aaron's over at float.
You
Aaron's
done
on
messed up,
float.
Aaron!
Yay! He's floating.
Jamie's
His
here.
Facebook
Jamie!
whole
Oh.
entire.
Echo's here. Oh, wait.
Which I can't say. You have to
Okay.
be up at 5. All
Oh,
right.
Why didn't it play again?
I don't know. It looks like it's
wait.
frozen.
No.
Hi, Echo. By the way.
The timer's too long.
Jamie!
We
Echo.
do an echo for when Echo comes up. So. Hi, Patricia. One cheers. Toby. Jay Biden. Jamie Pyle.
I gotta
Ryan
learn all your-
Seifert, Celeste.
I'm
Hello.
gonna learn your names over on
Hi, Carl. What's up, Tim?
Hey, Liberty Late Night's here.
Liberty Late Night. Hey. What's going
It's not
on?
me.
Yes. Okay. The Fat Chance Bear. What? Hi. Yeah. Had to switch to float. Hello. Hello. Yeah. Hi, Laura. Hi, Laura. You got to play Laura's button.
Oh,
She's
Laura.
over there on the YouTubes. Yeah.
Laura.
All right, so I finished
But
that
chug
beer.
some beers. I actually have more beers tonight, so I'm going to be careful, I suppose. Yeah. So, Nick Maples, how you doing? So, did you all see,
Yeah, no
or at
names
least
on
hear
that. I know
about?
who Nerd with No Life is.
The
I don't have a button for you though.
oh yeah, hi. Hi Caleb.
Woo!
Hi
Oh,
Alicia.
cool.
Yes, Alicia loves float. Yes, she's very excited. What's up, Mike? Yes. So did you guys see the horrible thing that happened to Ron Paul today? It was
Obviously, everybody's seen
yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh, it was awful. I watched it, and I don't know why I watched it. And
I did it because it popped up in a chat, and I'm like, I want to share the information, but I don't want to do it without knowing it's real.
yeah.
And so there wasn't a whole lot on Twitter yet, but that popped up, and I'm like, well, I got to see this. And
Yeah.
oh, that was heart-wrenching.
It was. Oh my gosh, it was awful. Absolutely awful. Yes, thank God he is okay. Oh my gosh, it was. Oh, I can't. I have no words for it. It was just terrible.
Trapped a mouse.
Oh gosh. Hey, David Andergay
Oh, there we go.
here. You waited
David.
for like an hour.
We love David.
Yeah, I watched it because Dave sent it, and I was just like, okay, and then I was just like,
And then I deleted it and felt bad for sending it.
yeah, no, that's hey Celeste, what's going on? Just float on over, yeah. Yeah, that's awful. It's just terrible, but he's doing great, and he's a tough guy. He's strong. 2020 is not going to beat him. He's going to come out just fine. So,
Oh,
oh wait, George Bush. Wait, what? That's some breaking news.
hold on to it.
That's an old joke. And then not a joke about somebody dying, but just that we broke the news that night.
Yeah, we were actually on it.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, just don't even watch it, Carl. Don't even watch it. Just know that he's okay
No,
now.
but you should Google Ron
He's-
Paul.
Yeah, yeah.
Everybody
Oh.
should Google Ron Paul.
Yeah,
I used to
everybody
hold
who's never
signs
heard
and
of
wave
Ron
it on the
Paul
side
needs
of the
to Google
highway
Ron
saying,
Paul.
Google Ron Paul.
Yeah.
And they're like, why are they yelling Google RuPaul? Ron Paul.
Ron.
Ron.
Yeah.
His
Yes, I
name
feel like he's one that will never go.
Okay, I need everybody on Float if unless your profile picture is actually your picture to inbox me and tell me who you are. It's the only way I'm going to remember because I'm going to have to keep checking. I'll be like
Yeah,
during stream.
yeah.
Because
Sorry,
I'm
it's
terrible
surprised-
with names.
Your dog wants to
What's
play
up,
with the
Adam?
mouse. Hi, Adam.
No,
Hi,
he
Jim.
announced it today or yesterday. Today he announced a new justice. It's some chick. I don't know who she is.
Is it? Did it already happen though, or is he just saying that's his pick?
I think that is
I don't know
what
the
it is.
process. I really don't. Yeah. So,
One sign's on the
Google
account
Ron Paul. Yeah, dude, we still have Ron Paul yard signs and stuff, and a bunch of things in the garage.
I got a
that we-
stack of them. I gave Caleb some when he came and visited.
Yeah. Yep. Because he's the
Oh, it's gonna
whole
be
entire
official
reason we
tomorrow.
are seriously here. I'm not even kidding you. When you say someone changed your life, do you really mean that? This man changed our lives. Changed our lives.
I heard, yeah,
I have no words for that.
Liberty
yeah.
Memes, David Gay, he went and he shook down all the groups and we all got some money together and we're sending flowers to Ron Paul.
Liberty Memes is sending a buttload of flowers.
Liberty Memes.
Liberty Memes, right? Yeah, wait, which way do I go? I'd be a terrible weather person because I'm always going the wrong way. Yeah, so that'll be wonderful. That's absolutely wonderful.
I know who Ms. Fry is.
Yeah. So I want to say, too, this was before we do the wheel spin, and this is something that I've gotten off
Hey,
track
Studio
a little bit.
8424.
But I want to make sure that we talk about Liberty Memes because that is our foundation.
Yeah,
that's
that's the only reason why we have an audience.
Yeah, and
or a community.
they're amazing, and they want to talk to people about voluntary action and not, waiting on the government or expecting the government to do any kind of thing like that. And there's something called the Liberty Memes $5 Charity Club, and the whole idea of it is that there's 4 causes posted, once a month. I'm sorry, so one every week, and everyone in the group just promises to donate $5 to one of those causes. So, and the causes are vetted, and that we're helping people, and it was somewhere around $200,000, I think.
Already since we started the group,
since it started up almost a year ago. So people's lives have been changed. They have been changed, and it's just your own. It's like the honor system, saying yep, I'll
That
donate
is awesome, right?
$5 to one of these charities or one of these causes. I'm sorry, a month. And it's all, like a GoFundMe, so everything goes right to the beneficiary. There's nothing else, no in between person. It's just something that it's a group that has come together. I don't even know how many people are in it right now, but it's for everybody. It's not just for libertarians or anarchists. It's for everyone, anyone who wants to help anybody. So check it out. Liberty Memes, $5 charity club.
218,000 in less than a year.
Wow, that's amazing.
Clap for that, you stupid bastard.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's the wrong button.
That is. Hi, Jason.
As soon as you
Hi.
started talking,
Hi,
I'm like, I know the button.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I did not know he put that. That's a new button that we have. So, but yeah. So, 1,600 members. Liberty Memes, $5 charity club. 1,600 members. So check it out and share it with your friends and your family, because I think everybody wants to be able to help.
Oh, we got 4 minutes.
And they think like, oh, maybe, what's my $5 going to do? Well, when you're grouped with thousands of people, that $5 is going to make a huge difference to people who are maybe possibly losing their home, or they need their heat turned back on, especially at this time with the coronavirus and everybody losing their jobs.
I'll teach you later, studio. I'm really proud of myself.
Are out there who need help. So anyway, I just wanted to talk about that because I kind of got away from talking about it. I used to share about it all the time, and I got away from that, and I didn't mean to. So
hey,
Kane's here. Hi. All right. Oh, Jamie, what's up? Carl. Okay, so we're gonna spin the wheel because this is what we do. We're gonna bring our guests on in just a couple minutes.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that.
Yeah. Do you have a picture? Okay.
Yeah. I actually have. Oh, where did I put that? Damn it! I don't know where it's saved.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Okay, whatever.
That's all right. Do you want to talk about it?
Actually, let me just do it real quick
Okay,
because
Dave's
they're
gonna
not in
do
the
that
waiting
real
room or
quick,
anything yet.
It's a club and you join it. Yeah. But it's just, I want to Dave's like, we should make a commercial, and we want to. So Dadman, if you're still here.
Okay, can you read that?
We'll need
Wait,
to.
not that. Right here.
Okay, so
We'll start with
right.
start with the title there. Clean it up.
I feel like I'm doing the Trump
You have to start it up from the end of what they're saying.
All right. So this is a waterproof USB rechargeable flameless dual arc for EDC. I don't know what that means.
It's a plasma lighter.
Camping survival
Plasma lighter.
type of thing. Plasma lighter. I've never even heard of this
I like
before.
their product
it looks
description
awesome.
though. It's electronic, so
It looks like it's a taser.
I bet you it works as a taser.
Okay, so toss your flimsy gas station lighters in the garbage where they belong and make way for the flameless innovation that is the TG Plasma Lighter. A flameless lighter? Not possible, non-believers will say. We can assure you it is. And no, it's not the devil's magic. It's just plain science. This handy tool uses an electric dual arc to set flammable objects ablaze better than any other. Unlike flames that easily blow out, this technology allows it to operate despite harsh winds and heavy rain. That's great.
Even rain.
Even rain. A durable, waterproof casing adds to its ability to withstand adverse weather. With one full charge via the included USB cable, you're set for 300 uses. So charge it up and incorporate it into your... What is EDC? What does that mean? What is that? Something. It's
Everyday carry.
Everyday carry. Okay.
But people, I was thinking that earlier. I'm like, this is gonna be super convenient if you smoke, but if not, you just have it just in case you need to set something on fire in the rain.
Exactly.
It probably wouldn't work on your grill because your hand would have to be right in there.
Yeah, I was looking at bug out bag stuff, and I was thinking
doing a lot of survival
stuff.
All right, let's do this thing.
Cute. It's cute. It's so cute, you guys. Gosh.
I was not ready to hit that button.
One drink.
There we go. Real studio magic.
I didn't know that. All right, so yes.
I mushed the chats together up there.
Everything's smushied for now. Those were great for crack. Good to know, Ryan. Thank you.
Oh no. Stream ahead on Facebook, comments ahead on Float. Weird.
It's a wheel.
Okay, you guys
All
ready
right.
to spin it? So these are all our patrons. We didn't explain this. All of our patrons' names are on there. The higher tier you are, the more your name appears. This is just a thank you. We're not actually pandering to get more because it's just $20 gifts. We're just saying thank you. And this is fun. Something to do.
It is. It's fun to give back. Yeah, it really, really is fun to give back. So we just want to give back to the people who have been supporting us in this way. And even if you can't or don't want to join our patrons, that's fine. We're just happy that you come and hang out with us every Friday. We have a great time. So
click.
All right. And click spin that wheel.
Don't look directly at the wheel.
No, it really is I
don't think there's supposed to be that many names on it.
Oh, even over there, I get weird with with light and stuff like that. Okay. We have a winner, and it is
I knew it was gonna go over.
Robert Haney. Oh my gosh,
Tag
Robert
him. He's gonna be like, "What's going on?"
Robert Haney won. Awesome.
So he
Yay.
gets the lighter.
Yeah. Everybody tag Robert Haney. Tell him he's a winner.
I'll have to find the name of this song. Everybody asks every week. It's on, what is it?
So you don't have to try crack if it lands on you. No, the song is awesome. I love it.
Andy joins the Patreon 2 weeks ago. Why haven't I won yet?
Obviously rigged, Andy. All right. So yeah, everybody tag Robert. I almost said Andy.
Didn't he say he got COVID? Did he get COVID?
Yeah, I didn't know if I should say that out loud on anything. So
Yeah.
it might be a
it's all
possibility.
hearsay.
Yeah, he's that by somebody at work. So maybe he doesn't have it, but has to be quarantined. So look at this excitement! Yeah, yay!
All right, you will be removed from the list for at least
a while.
weeks
Yeah,
or so.
we're gonna do a bigger gift, like
months.
every quarter or something like that. So, and then everybody can come back in and win that or try to win that. You know, it's only one person, but anyway.
That was fun.
I feel like I'm talking so fast
We
right
have
now.
to because like we tell guests like we'll bring you on at 9:45 and then we
Okay.
do all the intro stuff.
I
and
know,
then
I
we're just,
know.
like,
I
trying
said
to get all this done.
9:50, but unless you changed it, but that's fine. I'm not mad at all.
It's
I
like
just talk.
ish.
I talk a lot.
I usually say
Anyway,
9:45 to 10, but
how long is a quarter? I don't
Quarter
know.
of a
Did
year.
you ever measure a quarter?
3 months.
Such a dork. Yeah. Yeah. 3
That's
months.
what I'm thinking right now. So I figured 4, 8, 9, 12.
Carly,
Like,
you're
I have a
working so
list
much?
of all the winners, so I'll just go. There'll always be 12 people that aren't on the wheel, and it'll just kind of like the top
Yeah.
will fall off.
And
And
he just paid his patron with shiny pebbles. Oh gosh, yeah. Where is Court? Yes. All right. So I trust that people are letting Robert know. I'll message him anyway. So giveaway an AK.
Propane.
Yeah.
clean burning
Yep.
propane.
Hey Dave G, what's up?
Wait, where's my Zoom?
Okay, so we're gonna bring on Kingsley
they come
and
in.
Aaron. Okay, when they
Oh,
come in.
I need to start the meeting.
What?
That's my fault. They're probably like,
Yeah.
where the hell
No,
are
that's
these
fine.
jerks?
And they are the CEO and COO of Float, which you're going to see over here, right above
Mary's
over
the
me.
Float chat.
Yes, sorry, I'm the Float chat over here. And it's amazing we
That's
got
right,
on
Carl.
there, and it's so great because there's no
Yeah.
censorship kind of thing, you know.
So we're gonna say it right now. Like, if you don't have a Float account, you might want to get
Just
one
get a
because we'll
Float
probably
account.
do an after party tonight, and it's gonna be in there,
On
and
Float.
that's where I go off the chain, and I end up just playing music videos, really.
Yeah, we'll see what we end up playing tonight. Yeah, we're like, we should play other things too.
But I
you know?
think Juan and Trey wanted to come on. Maybe we'll bring them on and watch music videos with them.
Yay, yay. They're the LMPM love story.
Oh, they're in the waiting room.
Oh, good. All right. So here they are.
Oh, I want
coming
to
on.
mute them before they come in.
Okay. Make sure. Let's have their. Hello.
We'll
Hi.
make sure everything's working before you bring it in the stream.
All right.
Okay, we can hear
Hi.
you. You can hear us. That's awesome.
Nice to hear your voices after seeing
me
your
bring you guys
faces
in.
your text.
That had never crossed my mind. I was like, oh, they don't know what we sound like.
Yeah, I love it. I love it.
Here we are.
So this is very, very exciting for us, and I know a lot of people are pumped and they're over in Float. Lots of people have been moving over to Float because, yeah, well, but
I'm sure there's a lot of
it's
people
free.
there
You're
before.
free. You're free to be yourself over
Yeah.
there on Float, and
Yeah.
a lot of people are not finding that on Facebook. I mean, for years now it's been, but people have been like having their accounts stripped away from them with no warning and losing
warning.
years of kind of stuff. So, what prompted you guys to start this?
Yeah, well, first of all, can we just address, can you spell my damn name right?
Oh no!
Did I spell it?
You forgot the E.
Oh,
It's all right. It's all
uh-oh.
good. It's all good. I'm just going to turn this up.
Oh, you got it right
Um,
on the other on the
No, no,
intro.
I'm
Yes.
I don't care. But yeah, we started Float because actually Erin started,
Okay.
as we've been kind of working our way, through the crypto community. I've been, libertarian, following Ron Paul since like 2007.
Wow.
And, sad to hear the news of what happened today.
Yeah.
But glad to hear that he's also seems like he's doing better.
Yes.
But yeah, so she actually started making a lot of relationships with content creators.
I'm a little bit of a social butterfly.
Yeah, she's like, I'm like the guy that's like, locked in my office like all day, and then she's more of a people person. So she started making a lot of friends in the space, like going to Red Pill Expo or crypto conferences or whatever. Like she just kind of does her thing and makes all these friends. And then, so she started making some friends that are content creators, YouTubers that were basically, again, building up their communities over, 6 years, 9 years, getting to the 100,000, subscriber mark, 250,000 subscriber, 500,000, more and more, time and effort in building your communities on these platforms that we all know and love because they offer basically an alternative to, a lot of the mainstream narrative that we all, dislike. So these people, they started generating, $7,000-$10,000 a month, on YouTube or more. And then all of a sudden, just like that, they say the wrong thing. They cover a controversial topic like, free speech, or maybe there was a shooting or something that occurred that's just a current event. So a lot of independent, journalists
will cover. Yeah.
Huh?
Well, a lot of independent journalists will cover stuff like that.
Right. Or even crypto content creators too. They're
Really?
starting to get censored for mentioning Bitcoin on YouTube.
Really? That's
so,
terrible.
Yeah. So we, I took a look at, I tried to like move off of the centralized platforms in like 2018. And I just realized that, it was they a lot of the things that, we struggle with too, and we're working on building. But they just, they were too glitchy. They didn't have the community, all this and that. And so we said, hey, we're going to go, I have experience as far as like founding tech startups. And my last one was successful, like in the esports and crypto space. So we said, hey, we're going to give it a shot. And this is something that's important. And it seems like, free speech is like under attack. And it's like, it's actually getting, kind of very scary when you're watching YouTube and they're having to, especially independent journalists having to change the words they say, using code words now. It's very like Orwellian.
It was pretty interesting because when we first started Float, when we started pitching to investors, we were like, okay, like we have to be careful because we don't want to come off too polarizing. And, because like free speech was polarizing when we first launched. And then all of a sudden, here we are. And things have just gotten to be absolutely crazy. I mean, like mainstream people being kicked off of YouTube for, like you mentioned COVID and you're done.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Done.
Yep.
Decimated. But then, no warnings, like Kingsley mentioned. So, it really just kind of inspired us to throw our hat in the ring and see what we could do.
Yeah. That's wonderful. I know that. Oh, go ahead.
Well, you said you had to like measure yourself when talking, not be too polarizing. You guys are pretty openly. We never really chatted, but you're pretty openly libertarian on your platform.
And I struggle with that for a while because I was always, I never wanted to like bring that kind of into, work and business and stuff like that. But it's getting to the point now where, I mean, you have to, kind of choose your sides. I mean, it's getting, I think it's getting so bad out there that, it's really time to stop talking and start organizing.
Yeah.
And also like, as far as our platform is concerned, a lot of the people that care about free speech is anyone from like a voluntarist libertarian to like a Trump supporting conservative.
Yeah, I've seen a couple of them.
Sorry?
I said I've seen a couple of them on there. It's kind of looking through some profiles. And it's cool. Yeah.
Right.
Pick your friends.
Yeah. And so, we have no problems with that. But like in the beginning, we didn't want to turn off the left. And we open, anybody can, join the platform and whatever. Like we're open to that. We're open to adults joining and having conversations and, like this, like, let's be adults about things.
Yeah.
And, but, as far as like me being more open about, libertarianism and stuff like that.
I've been encouraging him forever. Just like, be who you are.
Yeah.
Like unapologetically, just be who you are, like don't censor yourself. And I understand, like there are some, conversations that you have where you don't want to let you don't want to go full.
Yeah, I still hold that.
Yeah, where it's just not necessary.
Yeah. Just, I think if you are genuinely yourself, then you'll just be more receptive, or people will be more receptive to who you are.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
for
our
King
whole
and I,
deal.
like, our lives are like an open book, you know, like if you have a question, just ask, you know, we'll be more than happy to answer. And so, you know, I just think being genuine is just the way to go.
100%. I believe that too. Yep. And that was one of Dave's first experiences on Float. And he jokingly said, because he'll say that, you know, like, oh, I need to speak to, I mean, jokingly, not like a real Karen, but said it, you know, I need to speak to the manager or whatever. Then you popped up, like, is everything okay?
So,
And Dave's
I need to
like,
speak to the manager of Float. And you're like, here's my email.
And it's so funny. 'Cause I took it seriously, and I was like, oh no, what happened?
No.
And then I joined your live stream, and you kind of explained it, and I was like, oh well, this guy's he's just funny.
Yeah. He entertains himself. A lot of it.
I laugh at myself a lot.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so when did all of this become official? When did Float like launch, and where is it going like from here?
Well,
Yeah.
we started it, like incorporated it and everything in February of 2019.
Yeah.
And then we also throw an anarchist conference here in Las Vegas every year.
Oh, no kidding.
So we actually launched at Anarcho Vegas in 2019, which was end of July.
Oh my gosh, how fun. Whoa. What is that all? What is that like? Anarcho Vegas. Wow, that sounds
Anarcho Vegas, yeah. So
It's a blast. It's so many just like-minded people coming to Vegas and just, you know, hanging out and just having talks and discussions. And I don't know, it's always good when you get like-minded people together in a room. The synergy is just there. You don't have to like tiptoe around the room and be like, how are your kids?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, you know, it's like you can jump in and be like, 9/11 wasn't inside, you know. Whatever.
How about this humidity?
Really just dive in to conversations. And like, I love that, you know.
Yeah, so you know we've been big
love that too.
going, you know, doing like the crypto conference circuits, and then going to Anarcho Poco for a few years, and you know before that I was doing like Ron Paul stuff. So yeah, we decided to have our own version, and we also run the Las Vegas Bitcoin Meetup. We started that in 2014. That's actually how we met.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Bitcoin brought us together.
so yeah, we have some, you know, experience with events, especially here in Las Vegas, and so we wanted to kind of have our offshoot of Anarcho Poco in Vegas, which we're actually we had to cancel it this year. I'm not sure if you guys you guys probably don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know anything
Oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Well, I'm assuming because of.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
'Cause
assuming because of COVID.
The insanity.
Yeah, we actually tried to hold off as much as possible. I mean, so our event is actually right around the time of Freedom Fest, which is the big libertarian.
Oh, okay.
Libertarian conference.
Libertarian Light.
Yeah, Libertarian Light conference. So it's like the same weekend of that event, and we were really like, okay, well, I mean, we don't want to cancel because we don't want to give in to, you know, like the government order of COVID. We're just kind of see what we want to do. But our venue, they were forced to comply, and they were like, okay, well, you can only have 50 people in the room at one time. We're like,
wasn't it
well,
40,
actually,
49.
49.
49.
This is all
Can't have the full
scientific
Specifically,
numbers, by the
40.
way.
Yes.
Yes,
If you get 50,
49
then
is-
everybody's getting COVID.
And everyone dies immediately.
Yeah.
And but the casino.
COVID can count.
So this was at. Sorry, I keep having to turn you guys up just a little bit.
That's all right.
But the casino could have as many people as they want.
Yeah, the casino is fine because you don't die there. But if you're in the ballroom just
weird.
upstairs, it's
everywhere.
definitely 49 limit.
Yes.
I mean, you don't want to go up that capacity.
But
Wow.
but our speakers, like the first year we only had 13 speakers. This year we actually were going to have a crypto component, so we went from 13 speakers in 2019 to over like 30, almost 40 speakers.
Wow.
For 2020. And then with our team, I mean, we were already over the 49 person limits. We're like, okay, let's find another venue that will let us hold it. So we literally went to go see a venue that day that the governor put a mandate and said, nope, no events will be happening in the city. And, you know, we had to comply because we can't allow a venue to get fined.
Yeah.
You know, that's just not our style.
Right.
Or they don't want to get fined.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
but we threw like a just like a because a lot of people still wanted to come and hang out because we had such a good it was our first year last year, but we had like Larkin Rose, we had
wow.
G. Edward Griffin,
Nice.
a bunch of like great
Lynn Albrecht came.
yeah, Lynn Albrecht, and a lot of these people they still wanted, they already committed to this year, and
Mm-hmm.
even though we weren't having an event, they still wanted to come and just hang out. So we ended up actually having a really good weekend. We probably had like 50 people still, right?
Yeah. People coming from out of town, and it was just
and we just
a
had
big
like
pool party.
Yeah, we just hung out at our house, drank a bit, went hiking in the mountains over here, and so had a
sounds
pool
great.
party. But yeah, so we had a lot of good time.
Yeah. Oh, I hate what this year has done.
I like the
Yeah.
idea that this thing could blow up and we could be interviewing the next Zuckerberg right now. Although not
right.
Zuckerberg, but that also makes me
Better
think
than.
what happens if this
Don't
blows
set the
up?
bar so low.
What happened?
Right.
He's gotten.
Yeah.
But what happens if this does blow up? What happens if you are influencing society and suddenly you're
Congress
drugged in front of
drags you,
Congress?
Yeah.
Let me correct you. What happens when
Okay,
this blows up?
when.
Because it is going to happen, my
Yeah.
friend.
Right.
But
we
so-
only
so
have
you-
that. We only have that choice.
Positivity.
No, I understand what you're saying.
yeah.
I speak it into existence also. When it blows up.
Sorry.
Or I said you have to speak it, the positive. So when it blows up
it out.
and they try to, bring you in front of Congress like they did with Mark, what are you guys going to do and say? Like,
Could you imagine? I mean,
No.
first of all, I would. Hey, calm down, dog.
Give me a second.
Dog wants to go out on a walk.
Hush him out.
First of all, I would try my damnedest unless I was legally obligated to go there. I think it's just such a waste of time and just a waste of energy, and like these people, they just frustrate me. So if I was legally required, I mean the goal of Float, like we're trying to be progressively decentralized as we move down our roadmap, and so the overarching goal eventually to get to is where our Float can't shut or won't be able to be shut down, and if they ask us for any of the user data and anything else, like they basically we won't be able to provide that, or it's encrypted.
Oh,
so
awesome.
so that's that's the goal of making it basically unstoppable, similar to the ideas of other decentralized technology like blockchain and others.
Okay, because we don't
so
know
it's just
too much
it's a
about
matter
that.
of being
Yeah.
that way.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sorry.
wow.
We don't know too much about blockchain. Our first toe dip into even Bitcoin was joining Float. When you join Float, you get your own wallet, and that
Yeah.
blew my mind.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I have a wallet.
That's cool.
Good.
I
That was awesome. You guys were like, that was our first Bitcoin that
Yeah.
we ever got.
Yeah.
we're not
That was
virgins anymore.
I just stare at it and watch it fluctuate.
Yeah. So you guys
Absolutely.
have been into Bitcoin then. You said you met at a Bitcoin conference then in what was it, 2014, did you say?
Yeah. So I was working at a hotel and casino, and we actually put out a press release saying that we were going to be the first hotel and casino in Vegas to accept Bitcoin for rooms, for what was it? Was it just rooms? Oh, and for like meetings and stuff for groups. And so I got a phone call immediately after we sent out the press release, and it was this guy who just had this really attractive voice, and he was like, "Hey, I'd like to plan a Bitcoin meetup." And I'm like, "Okay, hold please." And I just looked up on the internet like Bitcoin for Dummies because I was like, "What the fuck is Bitcoin?" And then we had our first meeting, and it was Kingsley, and it was just kind of like love at first sight. And then we started dating a year later.
Yeah.
And we just got
Wow.
married back in August.
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, and that was 2014.
Congratulations.
And it was
Wow.
awesome. Like we oh thanks, yeah. We held this Bitcoin meetup, and like we sold hot dogs for Bitcoin, and we did a Bitcoin bar so you could buy drinks for Bitcoin. We had the owner of the hotel speak, we had news cameras there, and it was just like kind of this big to do. So it was really fun.
Oh.
Yeah.
That sounds like a ton of fun, and what a great story. You
Yeah.
know? And then now look at you, because you said you had to Google Bitcoin, and now you're like know all about it and go to all these things. Oh gosh.
I mean 2020 has been hard for us because we go to so many different Bitcoin conferences throughout the year. We usually travel a lot, hitting like up a bunch in California. There's a ton here in Vegas that happens every year. And so there were definitely a lot of cool things on our radar this year. And unfortunately, they all got canceled or rescheduled. And so just not being able to go to these Bitcoin conferences and network, it's been hard.
Oh.
For sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think that's for everybody. I mean, not being able to travel
Well, yeah,
and
yeah.
anything. But have you guys looked into Red Pill Expo at all?
No idea.
No.
Oh, yeah, we're headed there.
Okay.
So I don't know if you guys are familiar with the book, The Creature from Jekyll Island,
Yes.
by Edward Griffin. So Ed is throwing the Red Pill Expo. He throws one every single year, and this year it's actually on Jekyll Island in Georgia.
What?
Isn't that exciting?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So we're gonna go. It's October 10th and 11th, and tickets are on sale at redpillexpo.org. And so we're going to go there, and it's gonna be kind of interesting to go to the place where the Federal Reserve was
Born.
created.
Yeah. Whoa. Oh my gosh.
So it's going to be like a crazy synergy between, I think, just the people at the expo, and it's going to be really fun. So hopefully some of your viewers can make it.
Yeah,
That
I
was
just thought I'd
amazing.
bring it up because I've been hearing more people talk about it, and we're not affiliated with it at all, but she's pretty friendly with Ed.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think it's just interesting because there haven't been any of these types of events really this year.
Mhm.
We did go to Pork Fest and Jackalope Fest
Oh,
in
nice.
Arizona this year, which was the first. Have you guys ever done that?
Nope.
No,
we don't do
huh?
anything.
Oh man, yeah,
It's
sounds like
the
it. What the
three
hell?
This is what we do.
gotta
We're-
get you.
This
We
is
gotta
our
get you to
social
come.
time.
You guys
Yeah.
are on the East Coast.
Yeah.
You're on
Yeah.
the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so there's a couple of events on the East Coast, like Pork Fest. And it's,
Yes, I've heard of
I've
I've
that.
heard of it. Yeah, we just I know because we have the kids and people are like, oh, you should come up. It'd be great. Go camping and whatever and stuff. And I'm like, okay, I think they're. I mean, obviously my 11-year-old and 7-year-old are finally at the age, but my 5-year-old, she's going to be 6, and it's like, I mean, camping, but just with 3 kids is really a lot.
It's a lot. But I mean, they're like free range kids at Pork Fest. You just
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
yeah. And there's tons. I mean, there are tons of kids and like just homeschooled families there.
That's great.
And I think you guys would really enjoy it. So next year,
Let's
it's
do
gonna
that.
be you guys and your family, and it's gonna be us.
Okay.
And we're gonna freaking camp together, and it's gonna be a blast.
It's a lot of fun. Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
It does sound wonderful, and like I said, I've heard of it, and I just
Yeah,
oh.
it does sound like
Yeah,
fun.
yeah. And I mean, this year was a crazy year anyway. We canceled a lot of things that we did have planned. So, but we're getting together with some of our friends in a couple weeks. Some people are flying in to the
Okay.
area, and we're going to hang out, and it's going to be a wild Friday night on the 16th, I think it is, of October. So, yeah.
It's gonna be a wild night.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
so
gonna be
upset I
fun.
don't-
It's gonna
I
be
didn't have time to
live.
go out and get wine or anything.
Oh yeah,
I'm
definitely.
so upset that I'm not like able to drink with you.
Oh gosh, no, anytime we're on, we're usually drinking something. So it just started out that way.
I'm drinking hot chocolate.
Oh, that sounds really good, actually. It was cool here the last
I
few
figured
days. And got
it
hot
was
again.
the only thing that. Oh, sorry. No,
Oh,
go ahead.
no. It was cool here the last few days, so I feel like fall type stuff, like hot chocolate and teas and get out the crock pot,
But then it was like 80
and then
today.
it got hot again, so.
Like bipolar weather, but yeah,
It is.
it's like I was like, okay, I need something to like lift me up a little bit. What gives me the same amount of craziness as alcohol? And I was like, sugar.
Sugar, yeah.
I like this. I'm watching it happen. The float viewer count keeps going up, and the YouTube viewer count keeps going down.
Oh man,
Or the Facebook.
Facebook.
There we go.
Really? No,
It's
right now.
happening.
It
Float,
is.
float is unless
Float's
if
winning.
that's accurate. Float is beating my Facebook views
Yes.
right now.
Now, do you
There we
guys
go.
watch?
That's the goal.
Do you guys watch JP Sears at all on YouTube? He is funny. Oh
yeah,
my gosh,
I want to
he's-
get him on the float so badly.
Oh my gosh!
I think I
he's
saw
so
your
funny.
post saying that.
Because the most recent thing I think we watched, and it was probably a week ago, but that he put out, and it was about the YouTube, the community standards. He is so funny the way he does it, but it's true and it's enraging. But he's so good at doing his skits, or I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I don't know, but the community standards or
It's
community
a
guidelines.
pandemic hotline.
So, and you can replace anything that YouTube is doing, I think, with Facebook's name as well, because they're all just. So, what's the deal? Why the censorship? What is that about? Do you know? Have
It's
any
crazy,
inkling?
right?
Yeah.
I mean, when it was hard, especially trying to like go to investors, because like, a lot of my investor contacts are from the Bay Area, so they kind of lean left. So, you talk about free speech and all this kind of stuff, and it's just like it's just like controversial, or even like they seem, especially last year was like conspiratorial. And I'm into conspiracies or whatever. And I really do believe that there's a lot of colluding when it comes to big tech platforms. And whether it's for it's politicized or what. I mean, there seems to be some sort of underlying agenda that's happening amongst big tech platforms to censor people, or direct speech in the way that they feel is appropriate. And they're deleting now. A lot of people are talking about this. I've seen a lot this week, but even just in the last couple of months, the fact that they're like deleting like old posts, like posts that are like years old and stuff like this. So it's so strange. I mean, if you're deleting posts, which now we have these conversation channels amongst each other on these social networks, and they're deleting videos on YouTube. I mean, it's really going to affect historic records of things that have occurred in modern times. So yeah, I mean, I don't know exactly what's going on, because it seems like what they're doing every day, it used to piss me off, because obviously, like, I was affected because I used to use these platforms, and but now it's like every day I see themselves shooting themselves in the foot, as far as not only just like pissing off their user base, but also like their business model too. So I'm like, okay, keep screwing up everything and making people mad, because then they're going to look for alternatives like Float.
But it's interesting because like so we just watched The Social Dilemma. I don't know if you guys have seen it.
I've heard of it.
It's
No,
on
I did not
Netflix.
see
Yeah,
it.
people have been talking about it a lot. Yeah.
Tell me.
Yeah. Well, basically,
It's not worth it.
Yeah, like so like the first half was really interesting, and then it just turned so like it was just like propaganda. Like it hit everything from like Pizzagate to 5G, and like just almost coronavirus, like almost making it, trying to sway people away from just like having conspiracies and questioning the narrative.
Oh, yes.
It really just felt like it was just propaganda. And like Netflix is obviously they do that, it's very obvious that they do that. But so anyway, so I'm always questioning, like, okay, yes, Facebook and YouTube are shooting themselves in the foot, but why? Like, they're smart, they have billions of dollars, like, why?
And teams of
what
people.
Is the why behind it?
Yeah.
Like, is there an ulterior motive? And that's it's interesting, but all I'm saying is I don't know, I think that with like the new layout of Facebook, and like you can't find anything on YouTube these days, nothing. I mean, you type in Ron Paul and like CNN, NBC, like all the mainstream media channels pop up.
Yeah, that's one of the things I noticed too. Just in the last year with YouTube is, I don't follow any mainstream channels on YouTube, all independent journalists. Yet when if you have autoplay selected on YouTube and you watch a video of something going on right now, it's going to autoplay Fox News, CNN, MSNBC. Now they're saying authoritative content.
Oh yeah, yeah. People you can trust.
Yeah, people you can trust. It's garbage.
Yeah, exactly. So now that was the whole reason why these platforms got big in the first place. Facebook offered a way for people to communicate together in a way and be able to, broadcast your message out to your following. YouTube became the alternative TV versus, just watching the three major news channels. Now you can watch other people just, do their own, cover their own story or topics.
Yes.
And now, now it's like we're going back in time. Like they're like, they're breaking their whole model basically. And so whatever,
I'm curious
we'll just
They'll sink while we float.
Yeah, there you go. I love it. I'm curious to see how things go, with the whole, October 1st, Facebook's new terms of services go into,
we didn't even know what the old ones were.
And I don't even know what the old ones were. Their whole, everything, my mom she's on Facebook and she's on the PC, and she's like, I don't know, things changed, because they've already changed it for her to see. And, I'm just like, I don't know. And I'm only seeing like not even half. No, that's being gracious. I see like 1/8 of the people or pages or groups that I have subbed to on Facebook, and it's so annoying because now it's like I have to go.
That's
I
what I said.
forgot
I
I was
remember-
friends with this person. Now let me go back and see. Wow, look
I
at all
remember
these
like
things
years
that have
ago,
happened
we
in
went
their
from
life.
MySpace to Facebook, and you have the feed of everybody saying everything, and you don't have to go look for them.
Mm-hmm.
And then like as a couple of years went, I'm like, they're turning into MySpace.
Yeah.
Like the only way I'm going to see what I want to see from my friend is I have to go to their profile and then read their timeline because
Yep.
it ain't showing up in mine
It's
anymore
not
because the
showing up in
algorithm
mine,
ripped it
yeah.
out because it didn't think I wanted to see that or something.
Yeah.
I don't like that it's choosing for
Yeah,
me.
for the record, Float has no algorithm, so
Yay!
the
Well,
timeline-
it's chronological, yeah. So yeah,
That's
and then
what we
we're thinking of like, so let's make all these posts and this content. We can add filtering processes for, well, first of all, for self moderation. So if there's people that you have blocked or muted, or even words that you don't want to see, we can come up with block lists that will auto take that out of your
Isn't
experience
that
if you
nice?
choose to do that as an individual, versus
As-
this top-down approach of this authoritarian type of concept
Right.
that they're trying to push down with these big tech platforms. And
I like that.
and let's make it so that we can have other filtering processes too. So you can see the post with the most engagements.
Yeah.
Whether you want to see just videos or images or
yeah.
audio or whatever.
Yes, give me
So
the power.
let's make
Yes.
yeah, exactly, yeah, let's
build
No-
a social media platform that people actually want to use. That
Yeah.
it's helpful
It's a-
and
it's a communication tool, so let's make it useful.
right.
Give me the power
Yeah,
to
I
choose
mean-
what I want to see when I want to see it, and like
Yeah.
that'd be awesome.
And not be
Exactly.
censored based on what
Exactly.
other people feel is, oh, that's too much for me, or they choose, no showing this or right side or left side, or what liberty stuff. I feel like is just getting shut down. I know it's election season and it's getting worse, but everything is just, people are getting their whole accounts taken away, pages are getting shut down. It's awful. It's terrible. It's really,
I have
really
to
terrible.
say hi to Katie's dad.
Hi, Katie's dad. Hi, Katie's dad.
I just see in the chat.
I think that-
We really like to interact with the
No,
comment
I
section.
mean,
You guys know that.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, no, I mean with Facebook. So a friend of mine, Patrick Smith, he has a podcast called Disenthrall.
Yes.
Yes.
And so he has never really gotten in trouble with Facebook. He had one infraction from a really long time ago that he thought, wasn't even, he didn't even think he was on Facebook's radar at all. And then he got added to a group as an admin for memes, actually.
That'll do it.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
For Liberty memes. And they, first of all, Facebook took down the entire group without warning. And then 24 hours later, Patrick Smith's entire Facebook personal page got banned, taken down.
Just
without
like this guy
warning.
right here.
This guy
Same,
over on
same
Float.
exact deal for Erin.
For Erin. Yep,
Same exact
thing.
deal. Added as an
Same
admin to a
story.
group,
Yep.
and everybody's wiped out.
Yep. Years and years and years of not just pictures, but just things that you wrote or shared or that meant something to you. Obviously you share something because it means something, and I think I got lazy and just looked at Facebook as like my photo album, where I would just put things there because, it's easier. I mean, I have stuff downloaded on my computer, but a
It's
lot of people
somewhere,
maybe
yeah.
don't, or for his circumstances, it was the cloud and it wasn't there when he went back to try to retrieve pictures of his kids, so
Yeah.
it's
Right.
all, it's in,
So
So
we
gross.
are working on a feature that we announced where you can download your Facebook data, your posts, pictures, and videos, and by the 1st of October, you will be able to upload that to Float.
Yay.
So you can save all that info, and then you can have the ability at least to or feel more confident with interacting however you please on Facebook. If you get kicked off, at least you'll have your data.
Yeah.
Or if eventually I see more and more people moving over to alternative platforms like Float, so eventually at least you can store those items on Float, and eventually with the goal of deleting Facebook, or keep it open just to talk to grandma or something like that. But
No, Jeffrey Herbert, 100%. Go, Facebook, just go to your Facebook settings, download your data in JSON format, and save your data, because it could happen to anybody. It could happen to anybody. And then all of those photos that you've posted over the last decade, all the posts that you've made, all your videos of your children's dance recitals, and it'll all be gone just like that if you don't save it. I mean, Facebook really, that is the one good thing I think that Facebook has built, is that way to download your data.
Yeah, right. So you can take it and go somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because I'm
Very
not only
surprising.
like a person who, I mean, in the past, probably more so, but I'll type out a few things the kids say, like, like quote, my 7-year-old saying this or that, or what an experience that we had somewhere, and it's like, instead of writing it in a journal, I put it there. So it's not just the pictures for me, it's those memories too so I need to just get all that out of there, and be done. Our comments are funny. Our comment section. I was like just looking at the furries.
How does Float pay their bills?
Yeah, so we haven't turned on monetization like on full force yet, but we're going to. I mean, we are going to have ads. We are going to have ads in the same way that DuckDuckGo has ads, where it's very privacy oriented as far as the user concerned. So it's basically based on biddings of hashtags and ad space. So it can be done in a much user like just privacy oriented way that values our users versus all these profiles that these big tech companies build over the years. And DuckDuckGo actually has a really interesting article that I read when we first started Floats that goes over that basically, like, a lot of the revenue that's driven from Google and Facebook, it's not even about the profile that they build over, that they basically build from spying on you over the years. It's actually most of their revenue for advertisement is done in the same way that DuckDuckGo does it, in the way that we will further, implement. So there's that. We're going to also have a subscription service that we're thinking about calling Float Plus, to give an ad, like a premium service for ad-free experience. And it's going to have some other things attached to that for like $10 a month. So we're going to be launching that probably here in the next couple months. And then we have some other like revenue streams that we're discussing. But yeah, that's going to be basically the main model.
Yeah, but right now, we're getting investment, we're paying our devs, and out of pocket basically. And so we're going to start rolling out these revenue streams probably, I would say, within the next 2 months.
That's awesome. Oh, I love it. That's
nice.
Yeah, very cool. And
that's what Lyle said. Cool. I think monetization is cool if it's done thoughtfully. That's true. It's like, we don't expect things for free, and like when that one quote, I don't know who said it. It's like, if the thing is free, then you are the product.
Oh yeah.
Like in Facebook's free,
right.
I am the product. I'm the thing being sold.
Right.
Oh, that's so true. Oh, that's so true and so gross. So when you guys aren't working on Float,
Exactly.
And go ahead. No, I was going to ask you, but go ahead. You talk about it.
No, go ahead.
No, you're the guest.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, I think we have a little bit of a delay.
Tiny bit.
Okay.
It's fine.
And then I just want to say another thing that we're really focused on again is content is king, and a lot of these YouTubers, they basically need a life raft right now because especially if they've been dedicating going full time on YouTube and earning a living, and then they just get demonetized for no reason. So we're going to be working on. We have basically 2 sets of ads that we monetize off of, and then content creator ads where a user, instead of getting, and this is one of the benefits of crypto, right? Like a big part of what we're doing with Float is utilizing this peer-to-peer decentralized technology like cryptocurrency to basically bring 2 parties together without a middleman. So instead of like money flowing from an advertiser to YouTube, they take 45%, then it goes to the user. There's ways where we can do this with crypto to basically connect, the advertiser or user to the content creator, and monetize the content creator as well. So those are the things that we're doing and implementing in the future to make Float a good place for people, not only us, but also for content creators to earn revenue stream.
Yeah.
I said it
It's
before,
weird. Oh,
but
go
it's
ahead.
hilarious that I'm watching the Facebook go down and the flow go up, and everybody's like, I'm over here now. It's really cool.
I love that.
And
Me
it's
too.
and like somebody said, sometimes it's a little awkward to get around float a little bit, but like I said, it's kind of you guys are still kind of beta, right? Like you're still developing.
Yeah. We actually have we're working on a bunch of updates right now, so things should be much more like fleshed out,
Yeah.
especially by the end of the month.
Yeah,
And
we're
it-
actually going to be basically pushing out a site-wide redesign that is really focused on increasing and improving the user experience. So something that's a little bit more intuitive and ways like Kingsley mentioned to like filter out your feed. So for instance, if you just want to see audio posts or images or memes, like you'll be able to kind of filter that through. So it'll just be a little bit more intuitive and a much more easy to use platform.
But even as it is now, it's just a bit of a learning curve going from any other platform to your platform. But it's not impossible.
It's
It
not-
just took me a
it's-
couple days, and I'm like, okay, this is what
It's just
happens
like
when I click this
changing to
button.
anything else,
This
yeah.
is how I make this happen for myself. Like I click on the post, and then I click this, and then I can see the comments and stuff
In
like
the
that.
streaming, everybody says too, and I saw it in the comments earlier, and I noticed it when I was watching Dave the first night that he was doing a test stream, and I was upstairs on my phone, and it's great. I mean, it
Yeah,
really
people are saying the
is
audio and video is better than the other
so
platforms.
fantastic. Yeah, Jeffrey wants
Yeah,
to know about
yeah.
your servers and stuff. I don't know if that's. I don't know anything about.
Oh, he
servers
says, do you
or-
own your own servers? Are you leasing them, using cloud hosting? Who owns the data, encrypted or otherwise?
Yeah, so we are using cloud services to host the data right now. But like I said, we are we're progressively our goal is to progressively decentralize as we build out. So we'll be introducing ways where people will be able to actually help us host that data with their own cloud service services out there, or potentially even if you're into this type of thing, hosting it even if you're in your house. So there's a lot of things with decentralized technology.
Okay,
with,
yeah,
like
that's what I was
IPFS and
See, like
You
I
know,
only
it's
I
just
only know I
like-
only know a
Yeah.
little bit about blockchain, but I can kind of get the idea of that it's just everywhere, and that's why you can't stop it because everybody's kind of doing it together, and so you're gonna. Oh my gosh, that's
Right.
neat.
Dave's having
Like,
a
shut it down. What, you're gonna shut down my home PC that has like 1/5 of the information? It's like that's so funny.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, there are a lot of good things on the horizon for Flow. And keep in mind, going back to someone saying, Flow is a little bit difficult to navigate. Please slide in my DMs. I will get on Zoom with you and I will help you figure it out. Like I'm very interested in helping people just kind of figure out the platform. So I'm accessible. Kingsley's usually accessible. Just slide in our DMs and we'll be more than happy to either do it ourselves or outsource it to someone from our team to really just sit down with you and kind of just show you how to do it.
Yeah.
Sis, I haven't had
That's-
Zuckerberg ask me
Obviously,
if I.
that's not sustainable as we grow. But,
Yeah, I was gonna say I haven't had
but
Zuckerberg ask me, "What can I help you with here?"
Yeah, but it's nice
Yeah.
to be a part of something
mean-
in the beginning like this where
Yeah,
you
it's
know
really
it's like this
cool.
is really what I think a lot of us are looking for, and so this is
Yeah, we can get involved and help you guys build it and how we want to see it. It's
and
so
just
neat.
drive people over to Float. Get on over there, guys. Oh my
Yeah,
gosh,
and
I'm
that's
so
something-
excited.
That's something I think that kind of separates us from our competitors too. I don't see a lot of the competitors asking their community what they want. They just build it for them, and if you like it, you like it. For us, like we had our users choose our next logo. We really do want the feedback from our users about what they want in a social platform because it's y'all using it.
Right.
So
Not like, oh, this is
That's-
what I feel like
that's
would be
very
best for
important.
everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you have feedback or you have suggestions, you can just email myself or Kingsley, or you can slide in our DMs and just leave us
Yes.
a suggestion. Someone said, meme friendly, and the answer is hell yeah.
I'm looking for more memes. You guys have a lot of information, and I'm used to just nonsense. So it's like a lot of my posts I'm seeing is like,
Yeah.
Bitcoin stuff and articles and everything. I'm like, I'm not going to read that. I just want a picture with some words that makes me laugh. So that's why I'm like trying to drag all
Yeah,
my
by
friends
all
over.
means.
Like, dump the memes.
Yeah.
By all means.
Yeah. If you
get on there
guys
and post
haven't
memes.
checked out
Yeah.
Liberty memes yet, check out Liberty memes because
Yeah,
you know what
they're
they
in
were
the comments
taken.
section right here.
Yeah, they were taken
yeah.
from Facebook. It was
Like
2 years ago.
250,000, quarter million followers.
Yeah, there was
likes,
like almost 600,000 followers and Facebook.
and they got killed.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And then every time they
Yeah.
try to rebuild, it just. So right now I don't know where it's
Maybe
at, but
4, but it's just back to Liberty memes. Again.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's.
Same thing with Free Thought Project.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
Yep.
Yeah, we had Jason on
We're
on
friends
the
with
show
Jason
before.
Bassler.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, we had him on.
He's a good guy.
And
He was
so,
fun to talk
seeing-
to.
Oh,
Yeah.
he's great. He's great.
Yeah.
But like seeing his Free Thought Project pages, like
Mhm.
he just has to replace them like
Yep.
once every like 2 years. And then like I think they're on their 6th Facebook page. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And then
having to
and then the
rebuild
police
like that.
page too.
Yes.
Hey,
And those are so
Seen your name.
important. Those pages. I mean,
Mhm.
we're talking about stuff where
That's why they get shut down,
That's why they
'cause
get
they're-
shut down is because they're
influential.
influential, going against the narrative of the Fox News, the CNN, all that kind of stuff, like telling the real story or questioning. And I don't
Love
want
that
that for
name.
my kids. I don't want that for my kids for the future where they just have to comply, just comply. My kids are questioning everything
Yeah.
all the time. And I'm like, it's frustrating, but I'm like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That was something that was really important to us. I mean, especially when we saw what was happening to like the anti-vax community. That was scary for me, because like I like to research, things, and if you can't get one side of the or if you're only getting one side of
One
the
side, yeah.
information and not the other side,
Yep.
like if you don't learn about the risks.
It's not about what side you're even on. It's about just having the
Being able
information
to make
there
an informed
to
decision.
make an informed decision, whether it's that or any other topic, police brutality,
Right.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Having all the
So,
information,
so yeah.
not just one side. Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
It's very
So,
frustrating. I'm so
that's
excited.
that's something that was very, very important to us, and I wanted, it was important to me specifically to give the anti-vax community a home after they were censored off of Instagram and Facebook and Google.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's so sad. I know. I have a lot of friends who
Yeah.
are, and either way, for whatever people want to do, like they make their own decision. That's their family. That's their life. That's fine. I'm not, judging anyone for anything. And but I have a lot of friends who are frustrated with the censorship, with the anti-vax. I don't post a lot about it. I honestly haven't done a ton of research, and I feel like bad about not doing all my research on that. We would ask some questions, but it's like
We just kind of
okay.
said, okay, it's like I could tell at a certain point it just became a big business. So it's like these seem like they're necessary, and after that they're like, oh, we can make money off of this.
yeah.
So we're like, yeah, we
that's-
don't
for us,
want that
that's
stuff.
what we chose. But,
So it's like we're like in between.
Right.
but like we have so many friends and family who have decided, not to, but they can't even like talk about it,
No.
because that goes against
Well,
like,
I'll just be attacked
And-
brutally.
And it's just I think it's just probably a coincidence that started happening right before this coronavirus stuff popped up too. I'm sure that's just a coincidence. So yeah, there's
that
just
vaccine.
something weird going on, right? I mean, come on.
that vaccine they're coming out with,
We're conspiracy theorists.
Yeah, what is coming out? What, like in a week or two, or by November or something?
Oh my gosh,
It's
I'm
like,
scared. Are you serious?
Gonna do a Donald impression.
I don't do a Donald Trump
Do you?
impression.
Yeah,
Our
just
kid
do it.
does
Our 11-year-old does.
Oh yeah.
all the time.
all the time.
It's like I have to tell him to tone it down in
King
public.
can do impressions, but he's like, it's not. You can't make him do one on
That's
set.
right.
Yeah.
It has to be
Yep.
natural.
It has to be
Yep.
natural.
Amen.
And
Yep.
yeah, more often than not, I need to be high too. So.
There you
Something, yeah.
And then it just flows.
Yep. It comes out when the time's right.
Right? Exactly. Oh my gosh. You know what? We've started cutting out the heads on
The
the
brochures, that you get-
postcards
yeah.
that they send you for voting. You get like Biden,
big cardboard
postcards,
things.
and Trump. So my son was like,
Yeah.
I'm just going to cut out the head. And I was like, that is a great idea.
Yeah, so they're memeing in real life around our house.
So yeah, we're all constantly like, when you find it, you move it to the next place, So we have a Joe Biden head facing out our front door.
Yeah, that was
Like-
fun. Coming home from work and the window of the door, there's Joe Biden staring at me.
Yep. So
Or
they're
just over
literally
family
memeing.
family
Fun.
photos and stuff.
It's so fun. I can't wait to go to people's houses
It's
and
crazy.
leave them around houses. Just tape a little Trump.
You guys are the neighbors we wish we had.
Oh yeah, yes. My dad came over the other day and he's talking to me and he looked up at the picture frame above and he's like, you know, because I
The
got
family picture.
I got a little Trump over my 7-year-old's head. A little Trump face over his head.
It is hilarious. In
It
real
is
life.
fun,
I
but
love that.
it makes it better. It makes it a little more
We
tolerable.
want to start doing it at the mall, like printing out like bigger ones and putting them
Yeah,
on
just putting in
signs
places.
and stuff. Just
yeah.
nonsense, because that's what all it is.
What is
That's right.
COVID life for you guys like right now out there? I mean,
We're not even sure where they're at. Do we know?
Have Vegas?
Oh, okay.
Have restrictions
Yeah.
been lifted at a certain point, or I mean, do you still have to wear a mask when you go to the
Bars
grocery
were
store?
bars were just allowed to reopen Sunday at midnight.
Oh my gosh!
So-
Bars and casinos have never closed, by the way. But yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
but the mom and pop bars.
Oh,
Those
Oh, isn't that
are allowed
weird?
to open.
that's weird.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
coincidental.
weird.
I was all like, "Yay!" But no,
But as
that's
for
terrible.
like the masks, we definitely like Kingsley and I barely leave the house anymore. Like even if it's just to go grocery shop, we're like, what's on Amazon Prime today?
Right.
You know, it's like we just
It's just frustrating.
it's so frustrating.
Yeah.
Like you just go to the grocery store, they yell at you because you're not wearing a mask.
Yeah.
You know, it's like it's wild. You know, there is like one grocery store here where they won't bother you so much. You know, if you don't wear a mask, I think that they're just used to people just walking in without masks and saying you have a medical condition. But yeah, I mean, it's just gotten to us. I think, you know, like. That's rough.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, even just, going out to eat or whatever, like, it's just not, it's less enjoyable now. And it's like, again, like, if you want to wear a mask, wear a mask. If you don't want to wear a mask, you shouldn't be forced to.
If you want to wear a mask, stay home.
Yeah, or if you're, exactly. So
If you're that scared.
it's just, it's frustrating. And also, again, like, scary, again, that's like this insanity is playing out in real life, which as like a libertarian, I think we've all kind of had the they live glasses on for quite a while, but now it's just like really next level.
It's really
So, man, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, everything that's going on. Like I'm walking the kids around the
You're
neighborhood,
75.
and I'm just like looking at like there's the normal mostly Biden, some Trump signs, because Trump signs are dangerous because the left is fucking crazy. You know what I mean? So it's like, so they have to stay silent and just go vote. But I'm walking around, and then you see like the other signs, like all these other signs, like hate doesn't live here, and I'm like talking to and I'm like, careful those people, like, because usually the sign is like the opposite of what's actually going on here. 'Cause I'm willing to bet there's
Right.
a lot of hate in that house. It's like-
Yeah, exactly.
so and he'll start saying names, and I'm like, just don't talk about it in public. Like you don't.
Yeah, Houdini.
Like society is
yeah.
insane right
Yeah.
now. Like insane. It's like I don't even want to say
Yeah.
anything out in
I
public.
know, and Dave's always like, you're a little too open with the kids sometimes when you're talking about things as far as, liberty and our freedoms, and so I'm just like, all right, y'all, let's have a meeting. Don't say this.
Yeah,
Don't you can't just openly say this to people
because it's also polarized and
No,
angry.
I mean, people who
you can't be yourself.
people
and-
who
yeah.
are not wearing a mask are getting pepper sprayed or attacked.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just
It's like because we don't watch the news. I don't watch TV. I'm like, what are these people seeing that they're so angry?
They're angry.
They're so angry.
There's so much anger out there. Yeah.
And like I'm trying to laugh at it, but I'm
Yeah.
starting to feel like I'm in danger. Like
Yeah.
just being out there, like somebody's gonna ask me,
The
"What
best-
team you on, kid?"
Well-
What team you on?
Yeah, well, it's almost like they're creating a prison planet. And of course, I'm not an Alex Jones fan definitely anymore, especially when he jumped on the Trump train. But it is interesting the words that he used, info wars and prison planet,
Yeah.
when he was building his brand up, and then also that he was one of the first people that was really censored, coordinated censorship by all the major big tech platforms at the same time.
I saw that.
So, but yeah, man, yeah, it's really it's turning into a prison planet. I mean, they're turning basically our homes into our own prison cells, which is actually a lot cheaper, you know, if you think about
Yeah.
it. So,
Pay your own damn bills.
I mean, it is
yeah,
it is kind of fun to see the people wearing their masks in the car by themselves.
Oh,
like, that's
I know.
always like fun
Alone.
to me. 'Cause I'm like,
yeah.
Look.
or like running by
There's-
themselves, like in the middle
Yeah.
of the day in
Yeah.
Vegas heat, and it's
People
like 100
have passed
degrees
out.
outside.
It's like,
They have passed out and gotten in
Yeah.
accidents because of this. It is. Hi, Jacob. Okay. Sorry. Wait. If you see us doing these things,
Yeah,
we're
we
waiting
point a
to the
lot.
comments, just so you know, we're not having like.
Yeah, it's all good.
oh yeah, feel free to stop and read.
I just want to say hi to Jacob because he always pops in. He's always working, and
he still pops in.
Yeah, he still pops in on his break. So we love you, Jacob. We're praying for you too.
Thanks for popping in, Jacob.
Yeah. The whole mask thing, and I'm going to be honest, I wear a scarf around my I wear a pretty scarf I bought at the Dollar Tree. Because I don't like confrontation.
I'll save your life.
I'm totally going to save my life.
And your grandmother.
And yes, I don't like confrontation, you know, and
Yeah.
so because I'm like, am I gonna like cry or am I gonna freak out? Like I'm not really sure which one is gonna happen.
If somebody starts shit.
Yeah, if somebody starts shit with me, I'm not sure. Like, I don't know. Probably cry. You know? I don't like. Why would you do this to me?
Kingsley honestly has trained me to like to you know rise above like the confrontation. I just remember a couple of years ago,
Oh, I wanna hear this.
we were at a hockey game and he doesn't stand for the national anthem, and me, like, I've grown up my whole life. My family has always stood and put their hand on their heart, and so you know, like, I stood up and he sat down and he was like, sit down. And I'm
Oh
like,
man.
everyone else, the stadium is packed. I'm
Yes,
like, everyone
holy
else
shit.
is standing, and you're sitting down, and I'm just like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
So like
It's a great date night.
Yeah, oh my palms are
I swear
sweating
to
for
God,
you.
that, like,
You gonna
dedicates
learn
to
today.
That kind of thing. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
It's
Oh my
rough.
gosh.
But I mean,
I'm just sick of, like, that's been something, like, since I was a child.
Oh,
I
I know.
when things are done in a certain way that don't make sense, I don't like to continue that cycle.
Yeah.
You know, as much as I can, you know, so
It's such a religion.
so yeah, so there's there's things like,
Yeah.
or even when we're like going, you know, taking flights or whatever, you know, I'm always, you know, opting out and getting, you know, molested or whatever. But
we've missed like one flight. Yeah.
That's been
he
slow,
always opts out, and you know,
Okay.
like, so now we always opt for the pat downs, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's instead of going through the metal
That's when I
detector
would stand
thing.
up for myself, Ryan. Nightmare. If I've had a few drinks, I'd
Yeah.
be like, hey now, what are you saying?
No, yeah. If Mary's Irish comes out, then just,
Yeah.
you stand down.
But no,
But
that's
I mean,
a,
the societal. Oh, sorry, the
You know,
societal
yeah.
pressure.
It
It
is.
is like, it's a lot to handle. Like, people will really go at you, and if you even think about standing up for one,
What-
your health, two, you know, if you go against the grain at all, you
In
know,
any
they'll
way.
just squash you like a freaking bug, or at least try.
And I think, yeah, it seems like that's what they're going for. Like, who knows if they're going to, you know, make this vaccine mandatory. It seems like they're really just going to go for this pressure from society. So, you know, you won't be able to get a job. You won't be able to go groceries,
Grocery shopping.
go get groceries,
yep.
or, you know, interact with society like a normal individual. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know what we're going to do, guys, but we better start thinking of some plans.
I know, right?
And like I said,
RV army. Everyone get an RV and
Okay.
follow us around the country.
I'm cool with that. I have always wanted to get an RV
Yeah,
and
that's-
travel
that-
with
yeah,
the
that's
kids.
our
Dave
family.
and I, before we even had kids, that was our dream. Like, let's
We
get
love
in an
road
RV
trips.
and just
Imagine
drive
living
across
on-
the country, just all the way back and forth from top to bottom, see everything, you know?
Oh, you're doing good.
So now that we have the children, it'd be amazing. It really would. But that's it. I feel like we do need to sort of think about where this is going to go. Like, because when they try to say, like, you have to...
That whole mark of the beast thing, man. Who knew it was going to be a vaccine? That's weird.
I'm just saying, I didn't think I'd
Yeah.
actually be alive to
Is
see
that or
something
microchip?
crazy like this. Yeah, like this. I really thought this was going to come after You know, and it was my 40th birthday this year, and I didn't get
Got
to have a party.
screwed over.
Screwed over, man. I'm so bummed. This is garbage. There will be a party, though. There will be a party.
We had to change our wedding date like 3 times.
Oh.
Because
Oh, yeah, you guys just did that.
Yeah.
How did
But it
that
was
go?
worth it. It was worth it. We did
Finally,
it.
we're
We did
like,
it right.
we're like, fuck it. We're just gonna go into the woods. We're not like anybody can come. It was an open invitation. We're like, hey, if you want to come to our wedding, this is where it's gonna be, and this is the time, and we'll be more than happy to have you there.
Oh my.
And,
So
you
we
know,
didn't
like,
have
it
a
was
guest
very
count.
last minute.
That's
Yeah, like
terrible
we
that you
didn't.
guys had to do that.
We did not care.
Yeah,
We were
good.
just like, we're just gonna stand by a lake and say our vows, and we're not gonna care anymore.
Beautiful
because,
pictures.
Like we're just.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was great. It was honestly the best.
Oh yeah, it was
wedding.
best, and it was cheap too. I mean, we did. Yeah, it was free venue.
Right.
And,
Oh,
and
winning.
we
Thank
did
you,
it
nature.
Jackalope Fest.
Roast
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did it during Jackalope Fest. We had like a bunch of friends that and some family that was able to attend. So man, it was perfect.
Oh, that's so great. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I'm sorry that you had to keep changing it,
Yeah.
but you finally got to do it, and sounds like it was beautiful and perfect.
And now we have a $2,500 food credit in the Florida Keys where we were supposed to have our wedding.
Wow.
Couldn't get
Wow.
that back.
We couldn't get that back, so the only way to do it is to actually go there.
Oh
so
my gosh.
eventually that'll be our honeymoon.
Yeah, that'll be a
Yes.
nice vacation
One day.
when you
Right?
when if
Oh my
if
gosh.
and when this all this nonsense dies down at least a little.
Yeah. Yep. Oh my
Hopefully.
god. Yeah.
Will it? No,
Hopefully,
I don't know.
everybody's
It
like,
has
"Oh, I
to.
can't wait for 2021," and I'm like, "You poor child."
Like really, the change of like the ball dropping
like-
is gonna be.
No, that's like them like canceling the Patriot Act. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, we're okay.
Well,
now.
my
Yeah.
dad told me today they already canceled the ball drop deal, like the whole like thing where nobody's gonna be able to
yeah, New
go. They're
Year's-
gonna
yeah.
have their own thing. You know, my kids keep asking about Halloween. I'm like, I don't know.
No,
but
Halloween happens when you want Halloween to happen. The state
I have
can't control
no
that.
idea. Oh, David Jones says Florida is
Just knock
open,
on
y'all.
the neighbor's doors and beg for candy.
Yeah, if the lights
Right
on and
now?
they're out there, you know when you
I
look at
know
a
there's
house
gonna
if they're
be
handing out
I
candy.
know there's gonna be some people handing out candy.
We will. Our
Yep.
kids will walk, and they might have to walk further
Yeah.
to get a whole basket of
Yep.
it. But
But that's
I feel for the kids, man. Like that's who I feel for the most. I mean,
Yeah.
I have a 4-year-old nephew who my sister was pregnant this earlier on in the year, and my 4-year-old nephew, he had his mask on. He was at Dairy Queen, and he reached out to my sister and he goes, "Can I touch you? Am I allowed to touch you?" And it's like,
so fucked.
that's
Yeah.
awful.
and
Sorry.
Yeah.
it's awful.
My
It's awful, and they have no idea what's going on. And the
Exactly.
world has totally changed on them, like a
Yeah.
dime. They're not going to school. I mean, homeschool your kids, folks. So,
Right,
but,
yeah.
like,
So we've been there,
their
yeah.
world has been turned upside down, and they have no idea why. And who knows if it'll go back to normal? I feel so bad for them.
I know. Who would have thought that oh gosh, I took for granted just walking into any place and browsing free to breathe the air, you know?
I just realized Garrett's
Our-
using
our
a
s-
European date time thing.
Our 6-year, well, he's 7 now, but on his 7th birthday in May, he blew out his candles, and then later he came to me and said, "Do you know what I wished for?" And I was like, "What, buddy?" Like thinking he's not going to tell me, because usually that's what he does. And he said, "I wish that COVID didn't exist." I'm like, my kid just wasted a wish on
that's
that
not
shit.
that's not like a
that's-
Facebook and
Yeah.
and the walls clapped and everybody
yeah,
clapped.
and everybody clapped. My kid, my 7-year-old did that. I was crushed. Like, you are supposed to
Yeah.
be wishing for unicorns and ponies and but
Oh, boy stuff.
sorry,
No, I'm
I'm
kidding.
sorry, boy stuff. Nerf guns and pellet guns and all that. But no, he wished that because he couldn't have the party he wanted to have that we usually do. Not that it's
Yeah.
huge, but
Yeah.
he, his friends weren't there, and so and I'm like, this is garbage. So I want to ask.
It's a lot of negative.
It is. It really is.
It's a lot of, but that's why we need to talk about like the positives, like how more and more people started homeschooling, or more people
Yes.
started having babies at home,
Yeah.
or like the positive things. I mean,
Yeah.
I think COVID as bad as it has been, it really has been so eye-opening for the average person.
Yeah, or even just like questioning the government or questioning the media. You know, there seems to be a lot of mistrust out there, well directed, but there's also just a lot of confusion too. So
I think that
but as bad as things are, I think if we continue to talk about the negative, which is very easy to because there is so much of it, then are we putting that out in the universe for more negativity, for more negative things to happen? Or should we just, try to focus on the positive and try to find solutions to these problems? I mean, more and more people are growing their food at home, which is an amazing thing.
It is. It's beautiful.
More people are buying guns.
More people are buying guns. Yep.
I was planning to buy some guns, and I'm like, the prices are so inflated right now. I'm like, I'm not paying that for an AK.
And the prices for RVs are also very inflated, by the way.
And I also learned weightlifting equipment.
You can't find weightlifting equipment. Yeah.
Everybody's making their own home gyms now.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they don't want to lose those gains.
My father-in-law was lifting water jugs for a while.
Hey, there you go.
He just stocked up on those big water jugs. Yeah.
Yep. Because why not? I mean, you can work out anywhere. The world is your gym, That's
Cali muscle.
Yeah.
Go to the playground.
Just make sure to wear your mask.
Yeah. You might get kicked out for touching the equipment. Well, I know when they first started saying the sun kills it and everything's fine if you're out in the sun.
Don't go outside.
But then, then they're like, well, wait, if you go outside, you need to wear a mask if you're within, 6 feet of somebody. And I'm like, out in the fresh air. And then they started taping up the playgrounds. And my friend was just going over and cutting the tape off. And I guess some guy came over and was like, who did this? And she was like, oh, I don't know. And he's like, I'm going to have to call again to have them tape this playground up again.
I'll see you tomorrow. It's that what is that one meme from the
taping up a playground
where he's like, fuck you and I'll see you tomorrow.
Oh, yeah. Oh gosh.
Well, first of all, how dare your friend for questioning science? I mean, come on.
Anti-science.
Oh, I know. There's so
Someone
many.
said, I wish I was able to order an M134 minigun off of Float's app store. Pretty funny. One day, hopefully we'll get there.
She's like, oh,
someday.
Something slipped out.
I just posted a meme of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I don't know if you guys saw it, but it was like liberal aunt on Facebook. Oh my God, can you believe that people are selling unregistered, machine guns or ARs on whatever,
with
wherever.
no background check.
And the guy was like, "Oh my gosh, that's awful. Where?"
Yeah. Can you tell me exactly where?
Yeah, please.
Oh, gosh.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Do you guys watch that show? Do you watch the Always Sunnies?
I
loves
do.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys?
I haven't seen the latest ones, but
Let's get into that stuff. Like, what are you guys watching? What do you do on your downtime?
On your downtime,
and do you have downtime?
I am all out of things to watch, honestly, because now you can't find anything. Everybody's getting censored everywhere, and I feel like I've seen everything. And then Hollywood shut down too, so they're not
nobody's
creating new
updating.
things.
Yeah.
But
We missed movies big time.
But we didn't really watch that many movies, but. I mean, what have we been watching? I mean, we always watch The Office. Like I have to basically fall asleep to that for
Every night.
the last 15 years. It's like
yeah.
it's probably a medical condition or something. I
Kingsley
can't fall asleep
comforting.
without The Office. But.
We could quote probably all of the offices,
Oh
all
my
of
gosh.
the episodes.
I
It's gives you that comfort.
verbatim.
Yeah. Yep. I know. I have that. I
It's
have
crazy.
That yeah. No, I have that
Sorry?
with Friends.
Oh,
Friends
yeah.
is my thing. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe because I'm 40 and I watched it and whatever. But The Office too. There's something comforting about it that I can just watch it over and over and over again, and it's still funny.
Is that true, Ryan?
Yeah.
So what else?
But we watch Always Sunny, Curb Your Enthusiasm.
That was the I was looking for the meme. Yeah.
Hey, Wolfman.
You guys watch Rick and Morty?
No, I haven't really got into that.
All of our friends keep telling us about it, though.
Yeah.
Just get past the first episode.
Yeah, give it a couple episodes.
Really, because for me, I was like, oh, Dave, I'm not even watching this. And I was on my phone, and then I looked up on the second episode, and I'm like, can we watch the first episode again? Like it's actually really funny.
We were obsessed with Game of Thrones.
We're on
that
season
was fun
4.
while it was still on.
Yeah, we're on season 4.
We're only on
no
season
spoilers.
4. No spoilers, please.
My
We
friend's
just
giving us
started.
DVDs.
Everybody dies. They all wear masks, or
That's
they
what
don't
I
wear
heard.
masks, and everybody dies.
That's probably what happened, yeah. The
That's why
COVID
everybody's
came
like,
through.
don't get attached to a character because they're just going to die. And I'm like, damn it, it keeps happening. So
He had his throat slit, but he also had COVID.
yes, but he also died of COVID. Yeah. Are you guys
They all died of
into?
COVID, and the dragon was the executioner.
Ah, there you go. Are you guys into like scary kind of stuff? I mean, Halloween's approaching. Are you into like horror movies, or do you have any favorite like cheesy ones? You know, like old school Halloween.
The old ones, like Chucky or Leprechaun used to be one of my.
Oh yeah,
go-tos
yeah,
when I was
yeah,
younger.
yep.
Yeah.
No, I actually tried to watch. What was it? The Purge. Like,
Okay.
well, yeah, it's the Purge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like
And
more
then,
of a thriller, yeah.
I tried to watch that just because it seemed like kind of relevant to like what's going on right now.
Yeah.
And so, and then they put these like subliminal messages in these Hollywood movies too. So, but then I turned it on, and then she like ran out of the room.
Okay, because here's the thing, guys. Like, I am the person that if I watch a scary movie, I have to watch a Disney movie right after.
Me too. I have to
You-
watch something funny.
You watch a comedy, you watch stand-up.
I need a comedy. Give me stand up. Give me something to laugh for like 15 minutes.
Make that
yeah.
go
I'm
away.
talking full on Finding Nemo, something like cute, you know, like
So wholesome.
I'm
Super
I
awesome.
hate scary movies. I don't like being scared.
I do
Like
not.
I will have nightmares. So like I
Yeah.
instantly have to like go full on like Little Mermaid, Talking Crab. Yeah.
I love Little
Yeah,
Mermaid.
that's me.
That was one of my favorites.
Lost Boys,
Yeah, Lost Boys,
I don't remember
Yeah,
Fright Night, but yeah,
um,
Lost Boys.
80s classics. We're gonna be actually streaming one of my favorite
Oh, yeah.
childhood movies on Float.
This Sunday.
We did
Oh,
a
2
movie
days from
night.
now. Yeah, Sunday night.
We did movie night on Float last Sunday. We watched Idiocracy with a bunch of people who showed up, and we just laughed and had fun. And that's all I really want is to just
Yeah,
hang out
cool.
with my friends, you know?
Yeah, it wasn't so much
And-
comment centric.
It was
we were
just watching a
movies
movie
together.
together. Yeah. And so this Sunday we're going to be doing, we're going to be streaming Goonies on Float, and I'm
'Cause
so
Derek- 'cause Derek
excited.
didn't see it.
Yeah, Derek has not seen it.
I've actually
and
never seen that.
come watch with us. It's
Yeah, I
my
haven't seen it
favorite.
either, actually.
I will not. I promise I won't
Yeah.
say the
Yeah,
words
she-
out loud.
Yeah.
I'll just
she
be back
will.
here like. I know, just like you know every single word to Office, you guys. That's me with Goonies. Like I've watched it so many times, but great fun movie. So I'm super excited, and I'm just grateful that we have a place where we can do something like that. We just want to share time with our friends, and we find that on Float is where we are able to share the time and the
Yeah.
things that we enjoy. And that they enjoy, you know, they can say, hey, play this song, or we want to hear, you know, we want to see this comedian,
Yeah.
or, you
And
know,
it's like if I play a music video, like somebody's, I was going to buy that album, but now I'm not going to buy it because I saw it on LLN.
Yeah,
I think
no,
it's more
that's-
likely that they'll see a video that I play and like, I really like this song, and they'll be like, oh, I like that song too. I'm going to go buy that song
Yeah.
and listen to it again.
yeah, we just want to enjoy
Right.
the things
I haven't
with
had
the
so
people.
much fun as I did on your guys' like last after party. That was so fun.
Yeah, even the one before that too was fun too.
Yeah,
Like
we
we
get-
just saw you guys, like you guys were like drinking and dancing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
we
you
get
weren't even
stupid.
saying anything. You were just like,
Yeah.
close your eyes.
Dave's like, okay, we need to go to sleep. Mary's like, no, I want to party.
That's
I was like,
nightmare.
who are these people?
You guys are already all caught up on Liberty Late Night now.
That's how we roll. Yeah. Dave usually has to work on the weekends. He gets one weekend off every
3 weeks.
3 weeks. So he has off this weekend. So there will be
Yeah,
an
so
after
after
party.
this, we're going exclusive on Float and just doing
Yeah.
whatever the hell we want.
And it's just fun because it's just, you know, being ourselves and hanging out with our friends. That's the best part, you know.
Yeah.
Because we're not exactly
Absolutely.
sitting in the same room together, but I feel like we are, you know. Like I feel like we're all together. And this is my social time, you know. I have 3 kids.
Realized I had an option.
And we've
there.
been
That's neat.
homeschooling since the beginning.
Feeling all this love.
I'm feeling the love. Codain says, "Release the Nightmare." Yeah, that's.
Okay. Wolfman. Okay.
I
I just found out that I could ban somebody. So
Oh no! Wait. Oh, you're getting your reminder on
he
your
said,
phone.
he said, "Y'all shut up and let me be Float's only
I would-
hater. All platforms need to have that."
Oh no. But I just, I do. I just,
He
I
says
love the
that,
whole
but
idea.
I know he likes float.
Oh yeah, he's just trolling. He's just trolling.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've never banned anybody before in my life until we started streaming on Twitch. That place is a cesspool. Holy shit. We're there right now. Somebody's there watching.
Yeah.
There's always one Twitch person.
But they'd come in off of
Yeah, that's something.
they'd come in off of a Discord server and just like mob us, and we're like trying to interview somebody. So I'm like ban.
We did make one really good friend though.
But we
and
made a
she's-
couple friends. Yeah,
she's from Scotland.
That's why we're still there. Yeah,
That's why I just every once in a while she pops in, so we still stay like active on the Twitch stream there, so that in case she wants to pop in. She's not really on Facebook or anything, so once she comes in, we're gonna have to tell her about Float. It's been a few weeks, so I hope she's doing all right. But I just love it. We've been able to talk to people all over.
Kirk is the only
the
person
world.
not on Twitch that I ever banned.
Oh, Kirk, yeah. Kirk is Kirk. He's over there. Earlier he said
Yeah, float is actually. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
oh, what Kirk said, what did he say? I'm going to wear
There's the one.
either a mask or clothes, but not both. So,
You choose.
yeah, your choice.
That's fair.
Yeah. So go ahead. You were going to say about Float?
So, Float is actually working. Float's working on moderation tools actually. So pretty soon you'll be able to have like a filtered word list where you can like type in obviously words that you don't want to show up in your live stream, and
Yeah, we have that over here.
obviously you'll have
That's nice.
where
On this is Restream
Float?
here. Restream's here that we have moderation.
Restream.
Oh, right. Yeah.
not yet, babe. Not yet.
I'd love to get you guys into here.
Oh, move the Float chat into
Yeah.
the... Yes, so it's all... can I ask what kind of puppy dog you guys have?
Yeah, I wish we could show you. She's a pit mix.
Oh.
And so she is just like, she's 85 pounds and she's just like the cutest little thing. Can you say hi? Oh, yeah, this is her.
Oh, hi.
Adam's testing the filters now.
What's her name?
Benny.
Oh, there's the
Oh,
puppers.
hi.
this
Yeah.
is
Dogs.
Everybody loves... Oh,
He's
my
our baby.
goodness. Hi, baby. Everyone loves, the animals.
Just wants me to take her for a walk.
Yeah, oh, yes, of course. Sounds like my daughter.
He keeps asking. So
She's always like,
let
let's
him go
have our
on.
walk.
Let him go on that.
What's next?
He
Are you
keeps
telling
asking for a roadmap for Float.
a roadmap. Who's asking for a
Roadmap to Float. So this month we're focused on
hi.
the Facebook Exodus. So we're coming out with that import tool so you can upload your Facebook data. Next month we're going to be focused on more of YouTubers. So we're adding ad monetization for content creators
Ooh.
and some other features. And let's see. After that, we'll also be going through like a redesign. Oh my gosh! Get out of here!
Oh,
Igor.
sorry.
He's been activated.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all right. People come on and they have their cats and dogs climbing all over them, and everyone
Yeah,
loves
and the
it.
comment section loves it.
Yeah, comment section loves the
Yeah.
animals.
Yeah, I should actually grab my cat because then she'll my cat like puts the
Puts her in her place.
puts her in her
Oh
place,
my
puts the lay
gosh.
down on her.
Really? I'm assuming
but
is the
yeah,
cat
so
older?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
But the roadmap. So yeah, we talked about the Facebook import mod tools. What else?
Yeah,
I think that's huge.
Redesign,
Redesign.
ad monetization for
Mhm.
yeah.
That is
Yeah,
huge.
so we have,
yes.
and then of course we're gonna be working on a groups feature, so you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
will be able to have
That's right. Yeah.
your Liberty Memes group on foot very soon.
Yes. Awesome.
Yeah.
That's so great. Oh my.
Yeah, it's like I have a lot of suggestions, but none of them pop to mind like being as important enough. Like I even got over the dark mode thing. Like over here, I learned how to like manipulate my OBS to make it look a lot nicer than it was before. Doesn't it look nice?
It looks great,
Oh, yeah,
Dave.
cool.
Yes. It's very,
So
very
here's
nice.
the thing: everyone keeps messaging me, and they're like, "How does Liberty Late Night like have the chat on screen? Like, how
This
do
guy.
you do this?" I'm like, "Look, just talk to Dave."
Yeah, talk to me. I
He's
love
your
talking
guy.
about this stuff. Yeah,
Dave loves it. Anybody
Yeah.
message Dave, he loves it.
I'm all here for the tech. Like
I'm here to hang
Mary,
out with
Mary's
people.
the talent, and I'm just here to. I
I'm
build
just
the
here
show
to hang
around her.
out. Yeah.
I build the show around her.
We just like to talk to people, and Dave is so fired up to have a chance to like we said, we started out with our phone on the couch, just talking to people in a closed group, and then someone was like, "Oh, you should make it a show," and Dave's like, "What? I should order a green screen and lights? Okay." And then just give him the chance to do that, and it has turned into this. So. It's a lot of fun. I'm so excited that you guys came on. I have to ask you a little bit about food, because I do love to talk about food. Now, I know that restaurants and stuff, it's not as fun to go out. So are you guys ordering in? Do you have stuff delivered to the house? And what is like your favorite type of food to have delivered and make at home, if you had to make your own food?
She always gets pissed off at me because I can eat like Mexican food every day.
Every day.
Goddamn day.
So yeah, I'll go on Postmates, and I pretty much should have just like a shortcut just on my home screen. But
We're simple creatures.
in order. Yeah.
Oh,
He's like, "Oh, do you want Chipotle?" I'm like,
Again?
Chipotle or Cafe Rio, or we have like another place, Nacho Daddy, that's near here.
Nacho
That's
Daddy,
fun.
that's awesome.
But yeah,
Nacho Daddy.
yeah, Nacho Daddy.
Yeah. So, but King and I are we're vegan, but we still get down on some food. I make a really good baked ziti. There's
Thai food, you make.
I love making curry. Like that's my favorite. And I'm getting I'm right there, like to perfection.
Oh,
It's
yay.
just, I can't get the sweet factor. I can get the spicy factor. Like getting that little hint of sweet in there is a little difficult for me.
Yeah.
She's getting it though, yeah.
Good. Oh, so supportive. That's wonderful.
Yeah, because we just recently discovered Thai, and it's super expensive here.
I haven't tried out anything other than we just get like the pad Thai. He always gets the really like the number 5.
Yeah, I'm like,
and he's like,
do you have a
"This isn't even
12?"
hot enough." But I think you ruined your taste buds
really.
eating that.
You're one of those guys.
One of those guys.
I'm an adventure eater.
I think because we tried that hot sauce at 357 from
and
the
then
hot
and
ones.
then I don't know if he's here. He sent me that one chip challenge.
Oh,
That's a memorable stream that we did, where I was not on the show at all because I was upstairs
the one chip
throwing up.
challenge. It was like it's literally one chip. It comes in a box shaped like a coffin, and but the heat, it was hot
Yeah,
in
that's
your
what I
mouth,
said,
but
yeah.
it was when it hit his stomach.
It messed me up.
Yeah.
worse than
What is it though? What is it? It's like a hot chip.
It's a hot-
It looks like just a nacho chip, but it's got like
it's got like ghost pepper
Ghost
stuff
pepper,
on it,
yeah.
or something on it that is like, it is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like I
don't
said,
do it though. If someone
it was-
offers it to you, just don't do it.
it was all if anybody ever
Yeah.
says you want to do the one chip challenge, like no, I want to enjoy the rest of my life.
Yes. Oh, there's Dan. He's there. Dan Snowden.
Okay, yeah, Dan's he's the one.
You
Oh,
have
he's here.
Yeah, and I want to say, because he said don't do it, and I'm like, don't tell me not to do something. I'm not afraid of something hot. Yeah, don't do that.
No, he told you not to do it. Yeah.
My favorite sushi place is in San Francisco, and so they have this thing called Sushi Roulette, and so it's just like a bunch of
neat.
rolls on a platter, and one roll is the spiciest goddamn roll. Like it has to have like ghost peppers, habanero, like literally every spicy thing
Oh,
in
gosh.
it, and it just burns your mouth. And of course, like the one time I'm like, oh gosh, like I have the worst luck. I know I'm gonna get this stupid fucking roll, and of course, then I do get it, and man, like it was.
Oh gosh.
horrible.
I don't do well with that.
Like
It's,
Kingsley shifted
I
uncomfortably,
love-
like,
I love
oh, it's
spice.
spicy. So you don't like spicy stuff.
Yeah,
Hi, Joseph. I do enjoy.
I do.
Spice flavor.
He doesn't.
Okay.
I had a panic attack.
Yeah, so
when
like I'll make something.
Yeah, like the 357 sauce, like just totally. I was for 20 minutes. My friend was over and we
It's
all
like
ate
tripping.
the wings, and I was like, I can't even.
But
like,
hurts a lot more.
Yeah, my daughter was like trying to talk to me, and I was like, I can't even take care of my kids right now. Like, I don't even know what to do with myself. Like, I was having panic attack, big time. It was terrible.
Oh my god.
What's up,
Yeah.
Joseph?
So you like the spice, but
Yeah.
but Kingsley doesn't like the hot.
Yeah, she'll sometimes make things too spicy, and then
I like flavor, and he
that's-
likes things like very mild.
yeah. So
So
that's
it's like a
that's
struggle.
mostly the source of the domestic violence found in our relationship. I'll just
That's
want the
understandable.
first bite, I'll throw it against. No,
No, I can totally see that
Um,
because I got to make things just for
Oh,
me
Grandma,
sometimes.
did you do that? Hot Ones last dab. Do you guys watch the Hot Ones? Do you watch on YouTube? There's Hot Ones.
First we feast.
First We Feast is the, but it's
oh,
called.
I think I've heard of that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
interview.
Is that-
They have a lot of
what- what-
celebrities,
what-
They interview people
Right.
and then
big
talk
names,
to them
but
about
they're eating hot wings while they do it.
hot wings. So
Right. Yeah, I've heard of this. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I haven't seen it yet.
it's actually it's
Benjamin
pretty
Henry
fun.
says, "How did you feel about the Chipotle flatulence?"
Oh wow!
I'll say, Benjamin Henry, he's awful. Like he's so bad.
Secret time.
Nope.
Secret time.
This-
Who was
this-
that?
yeah.
Who was that
Chipotle.
comedian?
Okay. South Park did an episode on
He,
it.
he
right?
tried pulling the sheets like over my, and I'm just like, just get me out of here.
What was it? How do
I
you
think
make your asshole
marriage.
stop bleeding?
I think of that.
Stop
when I-
eating it.
Stop eating Chipotle. Yeah. But it's good though. I mean, it is. I haven't had it a lot lately, but it is. It's yummy. You know.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's just not delicious 6 days a week.
Sure. Yeah.
I
yeah.
don't eat it that much.
Dude, my
If
kids.
he
will-
could, he would.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna order some tonight.
Oh man, I know.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
you
thinking about
guys are-
Thai food right now. I'm like, but it's already 11, so they're not going to be open.
Yeah, you guys are only at 8 o'clock or something there. Yeah, you're
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
11.
yeah.
good. Nice. Hey, Naze is here.
Yeah, but I'll get up in the morning and I'll find like that he ordered a midnight burrito or something. And I'm just like, God damn it.
Oh yeah, you
Come
guys
here.
live in you live in a bigger city. Like after a certain time, you have no options left here.
Oh yeah, is stuff open a lot
Yeah.
later then?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah. That's that's one of the great things about Vegas. You want to talk to the mic?
Oh yeah, it never falls asleep.
Is that everything is everything's so convenient. A lot of things are open, past midnight or whenever. And
Yes.
yeah, but now thanks to this Corona bullshit,
Oh, it's not-
it's affecting all these like business hours and like the banks close on Wednesdays and all
Yeah,
this stuff. It's
yep.
very confusing.
That's what happened here. Even everything's like, oh, we're closing at 10. I'm like, you used to be open till 2, and I could get drunk pizza delivered at 1:30. You know,
Right.
like, but no, now they're because COVID
Now
comes
you have to
out
rely
after
on frozen
10.
pizza.
It's the COVID knows after 10 p.m. You know, you
It
can't-
does. It's a very smart virus.
Yes.
super smart. Oh my gosh, yeah.
Knows that the floors in the restaurant are covered with COVID, but
Yes.
the tables are fine.
So yeah, we went out on a date last night, which was fun. A local brewery, and of course, same thing. Like you walk in, you have to wear the mask, but you sit down,
You take it off.
take it off.
Yeah.
And
COVID's
then,
not at the tables.
Yeah, COVID isn't at the table or around at all, or on the floor or in the air. But it was still fun because when I sit there and I see other people, even if we are so far apart,
Yeah.
they had the tables really
Yeah, just
spaced out.
eating normally.
But just these folks, there was like a group of like older people who were like 6 of them just eating together, and a family over
Yeah,
here.
we
and
drink in
a couple-
normality. Like if we're driving around and I'm like, look, Mary, nobody's wearing a mask.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, this is normal
I'm
life.
like, this feels
Yeah.
this feels normal for a minute. This feels so.
And then you see that asshole in his car by himself with the mask on. I'm like, fuck you for ruining my illusion.
But I think Erin's right though. We have to
Yeah.
focus on the positive and the things like even your friend Bill said, like this whole in the very beginning when the whole shutdown was about to start, he's like, maybe people are going to slow down. Maybe they'll sit at home and actually read a book now, and be with their family instead of
Yeah.
running all the time.
But
And
also they'll be with their family and domestic abuse.
so there's that side of it. There is that side, yes.
There's a lot of negative.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I keep going.
But we have to focus on the positive. I do.
But I think a
like
huge
your
thing is
energy,
that
Erin.
we have all these
You're good for me.
we have all these brick and mortar schools that we're paying all this money and tax money to pay for, and then they're like, oh wait, we can just teach your kids at home. And not only can we teach your kids at
Right.
home, but they don't have to have that shitty teacher that they have in your low tax district.
Yeah.
They could have the best teacher in the country.
Mm-hmm.
They could be on that Skype call.
Right.
Yeah. Dude, there's so many
Yeah.
free things on on the internet as far as for homeschooling and stuff, like Khan Academy. is one of them. I mean, it's amazing, like, because anyone, I mean, at any age can go on there and take a course of any kind. But we've been homeschooling. We sent our kids to like preschool. That was it. And then it's been homeschooling since.
And other than that, Jane
Yeah.
didn't go
I, I don't remember anything that I learned at school. I
Me
feel
neither.
like I had to relearn everything
Me
on
too.
the internet. You know, I mean,
based on what you were actually
it's
doing.
just, yeah, education's so messed up. What was that?
Aaron says nothing in his life has changed.
Oh, no, I said, yeah, you have to relearn everything based on what you're doing. You forgot everything, and then you have to learn based on what you're actually using in your life.
Right.
You can jump on YouTube and be like, oh, okay, that's how I do
Yeah.
that.
But I feel like I'm relearning
Yeah.
things with the kids. You know, it's like all the stuff that was just like memorization that just fell out of my brain, or I didn't care enough about at the time. So we try to make it fun and interesting for them here. You know, so I'm grateful that I did not have to go through a transition like some of the parents have, where they're kind of forced to be at home with their kids and try to teach them and deal with the cyber schooling and all that kind of stuff, because I know there's a lot of frustration and trying to work out job schedules and things. So we've been blessed that Dave and I were on the same page from the beginning, you know, and he has a job where I'm able to be home and you know, we cut where we can and it works, you know, we make it work.
We look good, yeah.
Yeah, yep.
Thanks, Ron
I mean,
Paul.
my best friend, yeah, my best friend, you know, she's been sending her kids to private school for so many years, and you know, like, and she had to pay tuition and everything. She has 4 kids, and she was just like, you know what, this isn't working. You know, like, I don't want to be here. I want to be able to like teach my kids what I want to teach them. And she started homeschooling this year. She was terrified. I mean, she was really scared about, you know, it's terrifying to think that you are responsible for your children's education.
And when you look at
and I get
the
that
big
100%.
picture like that, yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yep.
And, you know, and she was just like, I don't want their socialization to be stifled. And she's been homeschooling for about a month now, and the girls are learning. So like, they actually want to learn. They want to read books. They're excited to get up every day and do like the work. They have a huge homeschool group of like over 20 kids. And like, and they're having a blast. And she's just like, I don't know. I've been telling her for such a long time, like, homeschool your girls. Homeschool your girls.
Yeah.
And she's like, I can't believe that I, you know, didn't listen to you sooner.
Yeah.
You know, and she's just like, she's so happy. So
And
happy.
I think that's just like with kids in general. I know for me, like, I was always like, I'd love to learn, but I didn't like what they were teaching me because it just wasn't interesting.
And it's forced. It's forced learning.
Yeah, so if you're,
yeah.
you know, if you're just given your own kind of track of life, which you should be able to follow, because if you have that, you know, passion for whatever it is at whatever time, I mean, you can just learn so much just by following that, you know, itself. And that's, again, one of the great things about the internet. But unfortunately now we have these big tech bastards that are basically, you know, making it just hard to like research tons of topics, you know, even just like alternative health stuff, or, you know, whatever, homeschooling even, you know,
I have a
or
girlfriend
history in
who-
general.
History.
Virtual schooling.
Yeah, history, yeah.
Oh,
God.
yeah.
My girlfriend is virtual schooling, and one of the assignments was go on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, and make a post. And it's like, why are you trying to like promote these big tech platforms to these children? You know, like that was an assignment.
That's
Sign
weird.
on to Facebook and.
Well, it might be useful if there's want to be like social media managers or something, but yeah, I don't know.
But still, like, I mean, promoting,
Whatever.
that's, I don't know, man. That's,
I just thought it was weird.
it is.
Yeah.
You do have to kind of question it, you know, the motive of it, especially with the virtual, like if it's brought to you by the government, you know, like where we homeschool is more of a traditional homeschool. So, you know, it's not anything that we're trying to find. And I want to say too, I'm sure you guys know about Tuttle Twins books and stuff like that, but we absolutely love Tuttle Twins and Connor Boyack and all that they are doing to promote the message of liberty, because our kids adore those books, and I do too, because it makes it simple. Like it really breaks it down.
I didn't read the law, but I read the law by Connor Boyack.
Yeah. And when you talk about
I got the
Jekyll
Tuttle
Island, I was
Twins.
like, oh my
Jesus.
gosh, we have that book, but it's a Tuttle Twins book.
Oh yeah, that's how you know the
Yeah,
Jekyll
that's how I
Island.
know.
I read my nephew the Jekyll Island one.
Yeah, yep. I love it. And they came out with a series for teens, I believe, because my friend Jamie had shared
nice.
about that. So,
Oh, cool.
yeah, I'm really excited
Very cool.
about it. But there's so many resources and so many things out there. And, you know, you don't have to be a teacher to teach your kids. I just want people to know that, like, if you send your kids to school, that's okay. Like, but if you want to homeschool, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
It's day by day. You don't look, because we looked at
Honestly,
it with children, with our education, everything. You look at the whole thing, and it's like that's
And I'm
overwhelming.
like, oh my gosh.
But day by day, or even year by year, semester by semester, it's bite sized. You can handle it.
Yeah, yep.
yeah.
Because every day.
And you know, I think it's important as we, you know, I think we all need to really, again, just like organize and build community and find, you know,
Yes.
like-minded people, and especially, you know, smart people when it comes to, you know, there should be people homeschooling each other's children if they have some sort of expertise in some sort of topic or whatever.
Yes. Yep.
So, you know, I think that's kind of naturally where we're going anyway, it seems like. And now, you know, that, again, just like one of the silver linings of Corona seems like it's almost making it necessary
It's forcing
to
you
move in
Absolutely.
that direction.
Yeah.
I can't wait to homeschool kids with you.
Aw,
It's gonna be so fun.
you guys are gonna be great.
I keep
Oh my
keep
gosh.
bugging him. I'm like, kids,
Right.
Kids?
Yeah. No.
What's up, kids?
So what we did, we really enjoyed our 20s, and we got started kind of late. So it's like now we're, you know, younger children in our 40s.
Yeah. I was 29 when I had my first one. So.
But yeah, there's something to be said for both sides. Enjoy your later years or enjoy your younger years.
Because I have friends who out of high school had kids, and now they're like, my kids are
Because when you have kids, you don't enjoy your years.
graduated, and you know now I'm free, and I'm just like,
In your life.
yeah. But I was free when they weren't free. You know what I mean?
And
So
we were in our 20s.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
prime time, baby.
Yep. But
Yeah,
it's
no, we were actually
great.
we scheduled our first wedding for June because initially, like, we wanted to get married, you know, in the beginning of the year and then try for kids at the end of the year, and now the end of the year is approaching,
It
and
is.
I'm waiting.
Hey, we're still in September, all right?
We got
You're still on your honeymoon, you guys.
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, seriously, take your time.
Yeah.
Let's wait till we can actually go to the Keys.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Oh my
you don't want to do
gosh.
that pregnant.
And but you got all that food money though.
Yeah. Oh, that might be better then.
Yeah. If you guys want to join us, I mean,
Yeah,
we can,
come with us on our honeymoon.
we can probably take you and all the viewers.
You guys got a lot of credits.
Oh, you don't know how much I love food. Oh my
Come on
gosh.
down.
Oh, I am so pumped. So
Yes, I saw
Oh, go
one
ahead.
comment.
Any
Someone
comments?
said, "Will you talk about the library Google thing?"
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I
that
didn't even
just
know
happened
what library
today,
was until I saw
where-
it shut down. Yeah.
Sorry.
I didn't know what library was until today I saw it got shut down, and I'm like, well, now I want it.
Okay.
I don't even know
Yeah.
what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're honestly assuming that this type of thing is gonna, you know, probably happen to us eventually too. So we've already had like some censoring where people would put like share float.app on Facebook and it wouldn't show up, and also YouTube. But yeah, today, so library their Android app got kicked off the Google Play Store, and it was like for some, you know, bullshit reason. They said that they were confident that it's going to be reinstated. But I mean, they're gonna, it's just, you know, they're gonna keep doing this type of thing. So that's why it's important for, you know, people, you know, just especially entrepreneurs, tech entrepreneurs, to build these type of tech platforms out there so we can keep these communication tools, you know, useful for people.
Well,
Right.
it's interesting because they cited the reason for being their sexual content policy, but yet Reddit has an app on the Android store, and there's
Twitter.
tons of porn on Reddit.
Oh wow.
And why don't they get shut down?
Oh yeah, Twitter's
You know?
terrible. Yeah.
Twitter's terrible.
And it was
Not
yeah.
that I've looked
And
around.
it wasn't
but I
even
mean, just-
it wasn't even
I've
a
heard.
sexual it wasn't even like a sex scene or anything. It was actually from a movie.
movie.
Yeah, it was whatever.
Yeah, so weird.
But
Wow,
that's,
really?
you know,
No, yeah, Twitter has porn. I mean,
yeah.
how are you gonna call that?
I'm looking at it right now on the other screen.
I mean, people told me that Twitter has porn. I mean,
Dave's heard through the grapevine.
no, what's his name? That the congressman.
Oh,
I can't.
no.
What's his name? He accidentally shared it or he liked it or whatever.
Oh my! Did somebody do that?
Ted Cruz. Was it Ted Cruz?
Did he accidentally share porn?
Was it Ted Cruz?
No, not Ted Cruz. Was it Ted Cruz?
Was it?
I don't know. Someone will
Yeah,
let us know.
yeah, yeah.
The stepmother shit.
Oh my gosh. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
It was huge for like a couple months.
Oh yeah, Ted Cruz. Okay, yeah,
Oh.
but people are saying
Yeah,
Ted
Cruz.
Cruz.
Yeah, I knew my friends would know.
That guy.
Multiple times. No, I thought it was just the once.
Kirk says Reddit has porn. How gross! How do I find that?
Where?
Where? Right.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh man.
Yeah, Ted Cruz keeps.
Yes, everybody.
That is the one good thing though about Android is that you can, like, even if you do get kicked off of Google Play Store, it's more of a pain in the ass, but you can release a APK, which is basically a file that you can download onto your Android phone and then install it, still onto your phone. So.
Which we do have, and we just have to make it public. So
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
keep that in mind.
Our dog has never been so needy, except
Yeah,
for
I
on
understand.
the stream. It's
She has a
crazy.
tennis ball, and she's putting it on my lap.
Yes, that's our kids. You know,
Crazy.
they,
With their damn tennis ball.
Yeah.
not with their tennis ball, but well, it is almost 11:30, and this
Yeah.
is when we usually shut down anyway
Yeah,
and go to the
I just
after
finished
party,
a Four
so.
Loco, so I'm ready to get retarded.
You guys, tell everybody. Okay, how do they find Float? And how easy is it to sign up, man? Oh my gosh, that was like
Obviously
a
easy
cinch.
because now we got 25 viewers
cinch.
on Float and
Yeah.
16 on Facebook.
Yep. I signed up. I was like, did I do
Yeah,
that right?
nice.
That was so simple.
So yeah, just go to joinfloat.com. That's the easiest URL, and that's spelled FLOTE. So joinfloat.com. And yeah, it takes 2 seconds to sign up. It's really important just for like everyone to explore the different alternative, social media platforms out there right now, like Float and others. I encourage you to check out others as well. And right now, like we discussed, there is a
There's a war.
there's an attack on free speech online, and
There
it's
is.
and these platforms, as we grow, first of all, it's an opportunity for you to kind of start fresh, help bring your community over. We've had a lot of success with especially content creators that join Float and then push their Float channel on their the regular social channels, whether it's Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. So we've seen a lot of engagement, especially for people that maybe are shadow banned and they don't even know that they're shadow banned.
Yeah.
For instance, one of our friends who runs World Alternative Media, he gets like he has like a YouTube channel, 150,000 plus subs, lots of people following him on Facebook. But now whenever he posts on Facebook, his engagement is so low that I see his post and I'm like, I just like it just because I feel bad for the guy. Whereas on Float, we have a smaller community, but it's a growing community. And you're not going to get shadow banned. So his engagement is actually better on Float with a
great.
smaller audience versus what he has on the other
People are
platforms.
actually seeing
Yeah, with
And we
thousands of
yeah.
followers. Yeah, yeah. We have like 3,000 likes on our page, and 20 people show up. It's like nobody's seeing anything. It's like, what's
yeah.
the point of having all these likes?
Right.
Like people at one point liked our content, but they just don't get it shown again, and then they don't see it.
They
and
don't see it,
forget
or they're
about
like, "Oh, hey, we haven't seen you guys in months. We
Yeah.
thought you were done." I'm like,
Yeah,
"Okay, thanks, Facebook."
yeah.
Yeah.
So just like with us and these other alternatives, like the more users we have, the more investment typically we can bring, the more things we can build, the faster we can build. So it's just it's a small action call to action for as far as people that are still on Facebook and YouTube and others, but
and if you
but
need
it helps
help,
a lot.
just let us know.
Yeah, and we're
Yes.
we're open to suggestions, and if you run into any problems, just hit us up, and we will we'll help as much as we can.
How big is Float right now? Do you have a number on the?
We're still
We're-
small. We're at like 17,500 or so.
We're like creeping up to 18.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah. So
great.
yeah, still very
that's
small.
That's a good
Sorry?
number. That's a good number.
That's why it feels homey. It's like I go there and I'm like I feel like I can make moves here. This is kind of neat. It's like
Yeah,
it's like I get to know
Well, it's
the
fun
people.
because like you had mentioned, people definitely have been shadow banned and they come on Float. Like, I've seen so many people be like, I've had Twitter for 5 years and I already have more followers on Float than I do on Twitter.
Yeah.
Or vice versa, Facebook. So
Yes, Jacob,
I mean,
yeah.
it's the engagement is there, and I love that. And from month one, like we just established such a solid community of people that like now we really do consider like family. Like like these people are just awesome, and they have our backs. And you know, like Kingsley's dad, he's been in prison for 27 years, and so like we're very vocal with his case. And you know, we put a call to action on Facebook and Float, and we've gotten a lot of reception from our Float fam about, you know, how can I help? Where can I send an email? You know, like, so these people.
Do you want to share a little bit about that
and they're so
for folks who don't know what's going
Sorry?
on? Do you want to share a little bit about that? Because,
yeah. Oh, actually, yeah, I really appreciate it because right now we actually need people. So my father's been in prison for a nonviolent drug offense from 1993. It was a small amount of cocaine, less than $850 worth at the time. He got a 60-year sentence for getting busted. It was his ex-girlfriend who wanted to marry him, and she ended up getting busted for. And you know, he was an addict when he was younger, but she actually turned, or they flipped her and then got him to get cocaine for her. And then she ended up, once he got sentenced, she felt so bad because she, you know, interacted with me and his mother, my grandmother. So she actually committed suicide because she, you know, felt so bad about it.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, so he's been in prison for 27 years. It's again complete insanity, and it's basically like dealing with, you know, it's like a hostage terrorist type of situation here, dealing with the Florida government. But the good news is we've finally gotten to the point now where he's basically up for review for clemency, which means that basically he can be let go with time served. And I was supposed to have good news on Wednesday on my birthday of him being released from prison. But
that was the hearing. We've been waiting, you know, they've been waiting 27 years for a hearing.
Oh my gosh.
You know, and we thought that once the hearing would happen, we really did think that it would be a very easy decision to let him go. You would think. And unfortunately, I found Kingsley on the couch just pissed off like the morning of his birthday because the governor of Florida just sat there and said, I need more time. Let's revisit this in 2 weeks.
Shut up.
Yeah. So stupid idiots. Anyway, so we're actually so it's still positive, like, because it does seem like they've finally come to the realization that this is not only just, you know, insane and evil, but also that it's a waste of taxpayer money having someone that could be productive into, you know, society, and now just they have to pay $30,000 a year basically to keep him in there. And he hasn't had like any issues in prison for the last 20 years too. So he has, you know, he was an addict, but he, you know, everything non-violent and just drug related. But now's our chance. So we thought he was going to get released on Wednesday, but the governor's bastard. But we're not going to put that in the emails.
Please be nice. Did you write an email?
So we are asking for people to write, maybe I can put it in the chat or whatever, but to write the clemency board that includes the governor and a couple other members of the Florida government to say something nice, you know, basically just saying, hey, I support his release and I hope you do the same. That's kind of the basics of the message.
Yeah, so that,
yeah.
How can people find this information where they should send it to so that people know?
All the
I
links
will
will
put it. I'm going to add it to the Float chat.
Okay, all right.
And this is a post that Kingsley wrote. It has everybody's. I mean, it's the governor's email. It's the CFO. It's Nikki Fried, who.
I know who that is now. I can see the profile picture there. You see who that is?
It's Christian.
It's Christian. I didn't know that was Christian the whole time.
I didn't realize that you were Doorbell.
I love your username. That is awesome. Doorbell Bombs LLC.
So, check out the Float. Yeah, here. I honestly had no idea. Dave was talking to me a little bit about it this week, and happy belated birthday. And I'm sorry it didn't go the way you wanted, but I'm gonna pray honestly that please let the governor see what a ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! And 27 years lost for this. This is so enraging. I can't even imagine, you guys. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Holy
crap!
crap!
The sad thing is, if that crime did happen in 2020, you would get 2 to 4 years max.
Yeah. And you shouldn't even get any.
It happened like the time of like.
I mean, come on.
Oh.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Peak of the drug war.
Yeah. Holy crap. Okay.
Yeah. This is really like one of the last things that we can do. So like if they choose not to release him, then I'm basically going to start, a GoFundMe campaign to save up for a helicopter and a long rope. So this is kind of an important time. So I
Yes.
appreciate you letting me share that.
Yeah, holy moly. And we're going to definitely share that on Liberty Late Night and our groups as well, too, just so people know what's going on, because, we don't like that kind of stuff. We don't stand for that kind of. So I feel like people will write in and say, and hopefully sway, oh, man.
We'll try to use our influence.
Yeah, just in anything that we can do to help. Gosh, I can't imagine.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
It's enraging.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'm like
Terrible
angry now.
situation.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
drugs.
believe me,
People can
yeah.
do what they want to do.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was supposed to go to the hearing, and I decided to not go to the hearing because everything seemed so positive that I thought that they were just going to release him. That I was going to wait to see when they were going to release him so that I can actually go to make the trip and actually spend time with him.
Yeah.
Outside of prison. And so, but now I'm actually glad that I didn't go to the hearing because, like, just the how they politicized it and how they just like brought up because like when he first got in, he was still an addict, and guards, sell inmates drugs and cell phones and all this stuff. So he did get like in trouble in 1999 because there was drugs available. There's more drugs available in prison than there is in the outside.
Yeah. So he did get a relapse in '99. And that was 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And so they're like bringing up stuff from 20 years ago. It's like, that was fucking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
You don't want us to dig into your past, what you did 20 years ago. Like, who knows what the fuck these people want to
And
play
how about
with,
the guards that are bringing in the drugs for these people to do? You know what I mean? That is ridiculous.
Yeah. I mean, it's really, it's insane. And so, hearing these people bring up things from 20 plus years ago. I mean, like, I was sleeping and I came downstairs and I just saw him on the couch and he was just pissed.
Yeah.
And
so I'm glad I actually didn't go to the hearing though, because I think I would have
for
freaked
sure.
out.
Yeah.
Yep.
But,
for sure. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad we got the word out. And check out Erin's. She posted there on Float right here. Things that we can do. We're gonna make sure we do it. Yeah, I'm such a bad weather person.
But it's either the chat in front of you or the chat in front of me. But I still mess it up too.
I do too. Yeah, I'm like, hey, I mean over here. We do a lot of pointing in our show and a lot of these and I love yous and to the comment section. So. All
right, let's end the regular.
Yeah, let's go over to Float. I'm gonna grab a snack and use the restroom. But you guys are awesome. Thanks for doing what you're doing. Keep on keeping on. Everybody get to Float.
Yeah, if you're on Float now, you don't have to leave. I'm not going to end the Float stream. I'm just going to shut down everything else, and then we'll restart the show in Float.
Yeah. So
for real after party, Josh, appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Everybody go to Float. Seriously. Wait, I'm pointing the wrong way. Dang it.
It doesn't matter. Just point at yourself.
Just go to Float. Float is right here. Yeah. Thank you guys. Keep
or those people. Yeah.
Keep on keeping on.
They're
y'all.
more Float than our chat.
Yep. Yes.
All right, thanks. You guys too. We love your show. It's like so casual and fun and cool.
Yeah. It's like one of my favorite accounts.
Oh, thanks. We just like to hang out. Your puppers wants a walk. Yeah, your puppy dog wants a walk. Thank you again. You guys have a good evening. Enjoy the burrito you ordered.
All right. Yeah. All right. Well, thank you.
Good night. Oh, they're fun. I wish we lived closer. Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Jacob, you have to get back to work.
We gotta end that.
Thanks for hanging out, Jacob. I hope you're doing okay. I'm praying for you because I know you're going through some things right now.
Wait, Robert Haney won the prize, right?
Yeah.
He won the electric lighter.
Woo!
Exciting. So Sean Hatchie's cousin forgot his password on Float.
Oh no, Hatch forgot his password.
Fine.
Oh my goodness.
As long as Sean's still there, because he's getting tagged all the time over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna shut it down. That was fun.
That was a lot of fun. I have to use the little.
Don't have Float. How do I get the Zoom link?
Yeah.
You gotta get Float. Check
in
the App Store. It's really easy.
Do we have Trey and Juan? Because I know they wanted to.
They're watching hockey. We'll see what happens.
Okay, we'll see. Yeah. Yep.
They know where to find us.
Vegas is cheap to fly to. I haven't flown in a long
don't win
time.
again.
But I will fly. Yeah. Chris Christian, I'm glad you were here. Yeah. If I don't win again, I'm quitting the internet.
All right. Grima, I think that must be SatCon Jimmy.
Yes.
There. If you look at your screen, are you on PC or are you on mobile?
I have to pee right now.
Oh, Seth remembered his password. Yeah, go ahead.
I have to pee.
Okay, we see your comments, but if you don't see them, because I'm on PC, there's a little option to like close them and open them. That's a pretty good joke. Why does a chicken coop have 2 doors? Because if it had 4, it'd be a sedan. That's a country. You can't find it in the App Store? FLOTE? Yeah, that was fun. They were fun to talk to. I'm going to give it a couple more minutes and try to answer any questions, and then I'm going to shut down this stream, and then we're going to go exclusive to where I can just do whatever I want. That's awesome, Keith. Thanks for having the stream on. 27 people in float. That's awesome. That's huge. I don't know, man. Bork. What's up, Bacardi 151? Holy shit, I've ruined a lot of parties with you. Is iOS harder? This is so much more boring without Mary. Or yeah, just go to the website, float.app. Ah, Baron. Adam, you're pretty quick on that last. Thanks, Mike. He's watching Ted Cruz prawn. I love that we're on Facebook's platform, just talking so much shit on Facebook and moving people. Now we're up to 30 viewers on Float. Everybody's going over. I see you guys coming in. Okay, so if you go to joinfloat.com, you'll see the iOS download. To get the iOS app, you have to sign up for their beta program. 88? They had 151 back in 88? Holy shit. Yeah. You have to use Chrome or Safari on mobile to comment and watch. Won't let you comment and watch on the mobile app for Apple. Maybe that's what it is. Oh, Sean Hatchie's there. All right. I'm going to do the outro. Mary's going to get some snacks. We'll get some snacks. We're going to do, that gives us a few minutes. And then we're going to fuck around on Float. Have some fun. Did they stop making it? That's sad. I always liked that, like when we were younger, I'd just dip your finger in it and set it on fire just to show everybody what they were dealing with. All right, I'm ready to shut down. Yeah, we're after partying, and when we're on Float, then I can play shit. We're gonna do some YouTube videos. We're gonna listen to music, maybe watch some comedy, talk to whoever wants to talk.
I'm peeing, got a snack, so I'm good.
Bacardi 151 doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Seth told me that.
Mm-hmm. That's what Bacardi 151 just told me.
Oh. So they went. Oh.
Yeah. You remember when I used to set my finger on fire?
Mm-hmm.
And we'd ruin parties? Everybody's crying?
Yeah, we take the we take the 151 to the party and everyone's like, oh yeah,
you guys need to up your game. Yeah, we've been doing this for a while.
But we went like straight edge for a while.
Yeah.
We did.
Look at our float count.
I know. Whoa, 30. Holy guacamole. I'm so excited. I love seeing the Facebook count go down and the float count go up.
You guys are going to watch the outro. Rewatch the intro.
Flaming Dr. Pepper, yes.
I'm gonna snack and then we're gonna do stuff.
No, I want pizza. I'm sorry. I want pepperoni balls. Y'all got pepperoni balls where you are? Like, I know it sounds funny, but it's just dough with pepperoni
All right,
stuffed
we're not
in
leaving,
it.
so we can say outro.
Outro.
Good night, guys. We'll see you.
Woo!
Anybody who's not going over, we'll see you. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you
Thanks
next
for hanging
Friday.
out. Yes.
If not, hang out. The chat's going to keep going. The video will keep going. I'm going to shut everything else down.
We're doing a thing.
Later.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Set the fuck down, T-Series, I'm here to spill the real tea. You tryna dethrone me from spot on number 1, but you in the year you lose, so best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done, cause we only just begun. I review you, 0 5-ish gone. So come on, T-Series, looking hungry for some drama. Here, let me serve you bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series just whip himself in their pajamas. So who the hell is Bob and why you wanna kiss him? Ew. I'm a blue-eyed white dragon while you're just dark magician. Oof. You got a fifth of the population in your nation, but I got 90 rolls the world to hold your defecation. Oops. Multipatlo, what the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Your language sounds like it come from a mumble rap community. No papa, yes papa, Johnny. Now download the sugar and let's throw this fucking party with some bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just crying for their mama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. Look at T-Series, they just wet in their pajama. Bitch lasagna, bitch lasagna. T-Series ain't nothing but a bitch lasagna. You got a population of 1.32 billion, but most your videos can't seem to hit even a million. Support!
Magic potty baby, your bottle's all done. It's potty training time, will be so much fun. I help you with your training dance, you make me so proud. Your potty feels like magic, then it flushes out loud.
It's fun to help Magic Potty Baby learn to use her potty. Flush and you're ready for next time.
Magic potty baby, I'm so glad that you're mine.
Magic Potty Baby and her Magic Potty. No water, no mess. Batteries not included.